Town games free.
But that could change. Tell Washington. Modernize the rules so your local stations keep bringing you the sports you love for free. Text radio to 39179.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text stop to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Football season is fast approaching. Football. And at Red Stick Sports, time to get geared up. So get on out to the Red Stick Sports on SN now and get properly fitted by their professional staff in all the latest styles. Douglas, Wilson, Schutt, Adidas, they have it all. And team pricing is always available. So come in and ask for Ryan, Brian, Cody, or the legend, Mike Powers. They're all here to get you geared up the right way. On SN Lane, Baton Rouge is Red Stick Sports.
From Louisiana farms to your tables, Supreme Rice has the perfect scoop from long and medium grain to aromatic jasmine and brown. And Supreme's new low glycemic and parboiled rice. Every grain is Supreme. Pick up your favorite variety today and make every meal Supreme.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, September 12th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 93 in hour one of today's show. We'll continue to break down the LSU versus Florida matchup, and we'll recap Thursday night football between Washington and Green Bay. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's Supermarket in Burbank and Lee, starts now.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Goal!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB. We are live here from Rouse's on Burbank, and we're going to be here all show long. We're going to be here every single Friday during the football season. When you're on remote, one of the things that's a little scary is Flynn can touch buttons.
There's a lot of buttons, and they're shiny, and y'all know this. Ever since SEC Media Days, they gave us buttons that make noises. And also, the microphone's a little sensitive, too. So every time I touch my microphone, you just look at me. Give me the death stare.
This is... That's what we hear.
You know I'm getting ready to talk when you hear those noises.
That is what we hear. But big weekend here in Baton Rouge, obviously. It is LSU versus Florida coming up tomorrow night inside of Death Valley. We all look forward to that matchup every single year. Got a lot of games in the SEC to kind of preview as we get ready for Saturday. We've got the Pontoon parlay. We've got a lot to get to, and we are going to find out who Tay chooses for his new NFL team.
I'm excited about that. You know this. It's been a long time coming. His entire life, just kind of growing up an NFL loser. And he gets to right the wrong today. Now, he still might be an NFL loser after this. We'll see how the team does. But we'll see. And, yes, to answer your text message from last night, Taylor, it is too late to pick the Packers. We don't want you.
We had a flag football game, so I didn't get a chance to watch the game in its totality, but I did get a chance to see the fourth quarter, and I'm going to assume that the rush that the Packers had was there for the first 3 quarters as well.
Yeah, it was. It's one of those games you look back and you're like, the score probably should have been a lot worse than it was, especially in the first half. I think they went to halftime at 14-3, I believe, and it was a completely dominant first half. That Packers defense is very scary. They're terrifying. And even one of the most elusive guys in the league, and a guy that we all love, really just couldn't find anything. And he was throwing with people bearing down on him every single play. And you can just tell the energy that they play with. It's a lot like watching the energy the LSU defense played with in Week 1 versus Clemson. They just flying around to the ball, guys that love playing next to each other. And it was terrifying. I think there was one play, actually, Jaden Daniels was scrambling around. And Micah Parsons was so disruptive the entire game. And he just plays with an intensity that you don't see, especially from, like, star players in the league. Like, it's just an intensity that is like the try-hard guy in high school that is just playing. But he's an elite talent. There's this one play where Jaden's rushing to his left, and he decides to run the ball, and he's literally looking over his right shoulder.
I saw that play because he knew Micah Parsons won.
Immediately.
He was
coming, and Micah Parsons was so disruptive. He's trying to figure out how soon this guy's going to eat me up, and he loses sight of the corner that comes in and just takes him out. I mean, it could have been a nasty shot to Jaden's legs, and he got up. He's a tough kid. It's amazing what kind of for not being like a real big, stout kid. It's amazing how much punishment Jaden can take.
So they were getting home, I mean, with just their defensive line rush. But even when they weren't, the Commanders had a horrific game plan in being able to pick up the 5th blitzer.
Yeah.
And look, I understand when you're having success rushing 4, it opens up a lot of things. It creates confusion. But they would rush 4, then they'd add the 5th, and, we're good. We're just not going to pick that guy up. And I'm like, well, if they keep doing this, they're going to have to find another quarterback.
Well, you could tell there was a lot of emphasis on the back to chip and help the tackle. They had a rookie right tackle who was lined up against on number 1 a lot. So you could tell there was a big emphasis on protect the tackles. Let's chip Parsons. Let's chip these other guys. And so it's hard to do that. I mean, as a back, it's hard to do that, and it's hard to look. All right, my coach has been telling me all week, I got to help the tackle. I got to help the tackle, and then all of a sudden you have a slow rolling pressure from a linebacker that you didn't think was coming. Good game plan from the Packers, though. But, I mean, I was watching that game, and I'm watching the game plan, I'm watching the Commanders, and, I'm cheering for Jaden to do well because I do want him to do well. And it's like, what do you do? Hey, it's one of those games where just like, man, you got to take your hat off and just hopefully you catch them later on down the road and, maybe they're a little bit more nicked up. Maybe there's a little less energy on defense.
You got to have a better game plan for Micah Parsons, too. And I'm not saying you ever just stop him and say, God.
I mean, he's splitting double teams. What else do you do?
Good thing that you chose to pick another team because the Cowboys just getting rid of that guy. I mean, he's splitting double teams also, but, like, they telegraphed when they were going to do it, too. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be very creative when you have Micah Parsons. Then when you play action pass, like it's a play action power, and he's rushing upfield and the guard cleans him up. Like, you got to do things that you normally wouldn't do or don't do, I guess. You can't do conventional things against Micah Parsons.
Yeah, no, you
Michael
can't.
Parsons, like Jerry Jones said, yes, not Micah, though.
And it's really, if you watch that, it's such an amazing thing to watch, especially if you are a young football player, especially if you are a high school player or somebody just trying to learn how to play the game. Watch, number 1, for the Packers play on defense. Maximum effort on every single play. He fights through it. I don't care if people are like choking him, grabbing his neck, whatever it is. Like, the guy is 100% speed the entire play. And it's extremely fun to watch professional football players do that because it doesn't happen all the time. Like, not every player plays like that. Micah is never out of the play. And it's and I get, like, he was so good with Dallas. But you can tell he's got that new relationship energy, he's got a new boo right now. He's out there and he's trying to fight, and he's got a little bit extra motivation right now. He's
without question.
He's playing pissed.
Without question. It's crazy. We're, a couple of weeks in? Not even 2 weeks in, honestly, because you have one game in the second week. And it's like, all right, well, so it's the Packers and the Eagles.
Yeah, Packers and Eagles. So that's the one, right?
Those are the two that have an opportunity to get to the Bay Area in the Super Bowl. And when you have a player like that, it's like, man, you realize when you don't. like when you don't have a, and I'm not even saying like maybe even to the level, but I'm talking about dominant player in the National Football League. And like to bring it back to the Saints conversation, like that's what like, oh man, I wish they just had like one dominant player like that. They got some great players like Demario Davis finding the fountain of youth and what he's been able to do. Like Cam Jordan, certainly a great player for a very long period of time. He had a great week 1. But when you have a Micah Parsons, like when you have a Saquon Barkley for the Eagles, like when you have these, you know, top 3 at their position and you have more than one of them, it's exciting to watch a football game. And like every opportunity that they have, they take advantage of it.
I know. It's almost unfair. It's like the rest of the NFL is probably like so mad at Jerry Jones. Like if you're going to trade him, but like don't give him to that team right now. Because that team, that defense was good before him.
Yeah.
And the offense is good. They didn't execute yesterday.
Yeah, Jordan missed a couple of open throws.
Like early in the game, they should have scored. He missed Matthew Golden on probably 2 big touchdowns early on. And they were just a little bit off.
Yeah.
They're so close, man. Their receiving core, I mean, they got like 6 dudes. So, I mean, don't want to keep waxing poetically about the team that I cheer for or anything, but like
We tried to get Tay to cheer for him too.
I know. They didn't even make the top 10, which is just absolutely absurd. Did you see that beautiful stadium last night?
Awesome stadium.
Very good. Very good.
I will say this one negative thing.
What you got?
I didn't like the white helmet with the white uniform.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something a little off. And I love a good all-white uniform, you know.
Yeah. Unlike Penn State, they did the whiteout correctly.
With all-white uniforms.
With all-white uniforms. That's right. But did you see, it's amazing.
I guess their helmet's so good, like their normal helmet's so good. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and I like the regular helmet.
It wasn't bad.
It's a good change-up. It's a good change-up. I like the alternate uniform like once.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do that. Did you see all the people wearing my jersey last night? The 10 jersey?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I never saw him turn around, though,
to
give you a shout-out.
Yeah, I told the kids, hey, there were all those people wearing my jersey, like thousands of people. That's so crazy.
Did you ever tell them why?
I think Huck spilled the beans. Like, no, Dad, that's actually Jordan Love's.
It's Dad, I got Jordan Love's 1 of 1 right here, and I've seen this card, and that's not you.
Dad, don't try to fool me, buddy.
Yeah, that.
I'm 10 now.
I tell you what, that was it's 1.5 kind of games that I've seen of the Green Bay Packers, and they've been impressive. They have been highly impressive. And if Jordan Love, and again, he wasn't bad at all. I mean, those for 292 and 2 touchdowns. He did miss a couple though.
Yep.
Like if he becomes like consistent and continues to develop, man, they're going to be hard to knock out. It's like, especially if they're playing like an NFC Championship game in that stadium and it's 4 degrees.
That is true. I mean, the way this team is built, though, it's like it doesn't really matter. Like, you almost like if they played in a dome, they'd be pretty good too. Like they're going to be used to the cold, but it's you look at that team and you look at like a team that you want your team to strive to be is young, hungry, talented, has a good coach and a good play caller. Like they kind of got the whole package this year. Like, and okay, I know it's 2 games in, injuries can occur, things can happen, like things will happen. And we've seen it so many times where the team that doesn't look like they're going to make the playoffs goes on an end-of-the-year run and they win the Super Bowl. That could well happen. But, like, as of right now, it's going to be – they're hard out right now. They are very, very hard out.
And if you dabble in sports betting, the Packers right now, if you jump on it for Week 3, only a 7.5-point spread against the Cleveland Browns.
Very interesting. Ooh, how about that? Jaden Daniels, can you imagine a team that is flying around enough to hold him to 17 yards on 7 scrambles?
Well, I mean, his scrambles were true scrambles.
Like scramble, like
had to.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a free guy.
Yep.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times like it was like immediate pressure.
Yep.
That's not on Jay.
That's not Jay. That's on Kingsbury.
That's
his fault.
Yeah, Cliff's got to – like I'm saying, they got to come up with something – like, if they face a team like that again, they got to come up with something better.
Yeah. And how about the revival of Deebo Samuel?
Yeah, he looks good.
Guy playing really well.
Austin Eckler, though, man, looks like torn Achilles for sure.
It does. What's going on with these Achilles? What's happening in the water in America right now? Is it just weakening the Achilles?
It doesn't have my high in it.
Doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll tell you, it does have enough is people that have been to Rouse's, because that shelf is like wiped clean. I don't want to call any names out, but there's a ton of liquid IV left and none my high. So
I don't want to call any names out, but when you look at the shelf, there's no my high and there's a ton of liquid IV.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
Doesn't mean the people have come to Rouse's and enjoyed my high.
Yeah, so if my distributor's listening right now, which I'm sure you are, I need some my high here.
Yeah, bud. We need you to pull up.
Load it up.
We need you to pull up. It's a little bear. That's why we only have one flavor on the desk today. A little bear. It's a little bear. It's a good thing, but also we need more.
You know, a good problem is still a problem. You got to solve it.
That's exactly right. All right, we've got a lot to get to. As I said, we got to break down this LSU-Florida matchup. We'll go across the SEC, go across the country as well, some of the biggest games in college football. We'll put together our Pontoon parlay, all that coming your way. Stay locked in here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. That's the website for Russell Pool Company. And if you go to that website, you'll see exactly what we tell you about every single day, that they can customize your pool to whatever you are looking to get done. It doesn't matter what bells, what whistles, all the bells and whistles that you want on your pool, they can customize it. They can do that, and they can do it every single time. Look, maybe you're into kidney-shaped pools, like Flynn says all the time. Maybe you want a rectangle. Maybe that's just kind of how you are. Well, that's fine. They can do that as well. But whatever you can imagine, they can get done. Truly that one-stop shop, RussellPools.com.
Yep, when you think of quality pools, quality custom pools here in Louisiana, the name that you think of is Russell Pools. They've been doing it a long time. And Chris Anderson and that new leadership over there, they are doing a great job so they can take your dream into reality, from complete design to engineering to building, everything. So give them a call, turn that dream into reality, RussellPools.com.
Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Hey, welcome back in. OTB here live at Rouse's on Burbank. Again, we'll be here all morning long, so come hang out with us. Come see us. Got a nice breakfast bar over there that I might dabble in a little bit later.
Oh, I will
you
definitely
did,
be
dabbling. Was it last week you did? Yeah.
Yes, I did. I had some eggs. I had some bacon. I had a biscuit, a little sausage. Right now, I can look over there, and I see the hot bar, and it's calling my name because it's got the steam coming off.
That's what I saw, yeah.
You know those old cartoons, like when somebody's cooking like a pie or cooking something in the little line of steam?
Yeah, they
like
put it in the window seal, and then somebody comes and takes it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm feeling right now.
You don't have to steal it. You can just go get some.
Okay. That's smart.
Yep.
Yep. I'll let him know.
Just don't do that.
Charge it to the game.
The game?
I don't know. It's an old saying. People use it.
Charge it to the game. Nobody's ever said that until just now. But it does look delicious, and you can come hang out with us. You can eat your breakfast, listen to the show, get your grocery shopping done for the weekend, get your tailgate shopping done for the weekend as well. Again, we are here. We are at Rouse's on Burbank. Come hang out. All right, LSU and Florida. Before we get into the game, let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go ahead and go to GoFlowIV.com. GoFlowIV.com. It is now the perfect time, right? Going to have a long Saturday out on campus. Going to be enjoying all the festivities. Go ahead and make sure that you are ready, that you prepare, that you get your mind right and your body right. You get your body right over at GoFlowIV.com.
Yeah, there's nothing like getting some just vitamins just shot right into you, baby. It makes you feel good immediately. If you ever done it, if you ever just thought about it, if you haven't done an IV therapy before, if you've heard about it, go try it out. And today, before the Florida game, is the perfect time to do it. Go see them right there on Jefferson Highway near Bocage. That is GoFlowIV.com.
All right, let's take a look at the matchup. We did get the injury report the other day, and for Florida, I mean, I think the biggest thing that they probably were trying to get back on the field, the biggest player they were trying to get back on the field, Dallas Wilson, very talented receiver. I know that he did miss Wednesday's practice and doesn't look like he's going to be able to go in this contest, but, you know, the more you go down the road, the closer you get. Like some of these LSU players that maybe we thought didn't have an opportunity to play look like they are ready to go. So LSU center Braylon Moore is probable now. Remember, Coach Kelly's like, I think he's probable. I don't know. Does it say questionable? And it did. It said questionable, but it has been elevated to probable. He's got that ankle injury, and it seems like because he is probable that it's probably not the high ankle. You know, and I know that they've mentioned that, but it's like, okay, well, is it really, though? Is it really a high ankle?
So has the injury not been announced like what it is? I guess it's a lower body.
Ankle.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just ankle.
Yeah, I mean, those high ankles are pretty tough to come.
But it feels like this is truly like they've kind of talked about. It's just an ankle injury. High ankle and an ankle injury, as Dr. Stephen Etheridge told you on Wednesday, there is a difference there.
Yeah, and the high ankle, obviously, we all kind of know just because we're all
I know that Flynn's ankle kind of has the same situation going on from the bottom to the top.
There's
no difference
to decipher the beginning and the end.
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right. Well, let's just. I mean, it took you 23 minutes to start the body shaming. So I don't know what took you so long, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've had I've had all the sprains.
Yeah.
And certainly the high ankle one is much severe. And we talk about like the word sprain is such a misleading term because it can mean a whole heck of a lot of things. Like I said, the one that I had, the sprain that I had, it meant there's actually a crack in my bone. That doesn't sound like a sprain to me. It sounds like a cracked bone. But you know what? It was called a high ankle sprain, and that's where you have the different grades of severity on those things. But yeah, it does sound like that it was either a low grade high ankle sprain or a regular ankle sprain. Now, don't ask me to repeat what Dr. Etheridge said and tell you the difference between the two. I just know that one's a little bit higher than the other.
Yeah, there's a lot of words.
A lot of words
big
that
words.
were said. You know what, though?
That's why you got to tune in on Wednesdays.
Credit to myself. I stared him right in the face, and I nodded my head like I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
just keep saying yeah.
That is that is small talk 101 right there.
It is.
Just nod your head in agreement, and you make the person you're talking to feel good because they think you understand.
And I say it often. If you don't know their name, you say easy money, like my dad said
Easy
when
money
he met somebody he didn't know.
It is an elite response.
Yep.
Because you don't expect it. It makes you feel special because you got to be the only easy money in the whole wide world.
No question.
Man, this guy's thought about me a lot. He even nicknamed me in his spare time.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm just a Bud guy. Hey, Bud. I'm a brother guy too. I've recently become a brother. What's up, brother?
I'm a brother. I'll throw brother out there.
Yeah, I used to, subconsciously, I think I used to look down on people that said brother, but now I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a
as
big
long
brother
as you
guy.
don't say buddy.
Yeah, it's Bud. It's got to be Bud. Bud.
I don't love Bud either, but you're a Bud guy.
I'm a bro, I'm a brother, and a Bud.
All right, here is what Brian Kelly did say about it. Braylon took all the reps today with the first team. He's ready to go. I think we're going to list him as probable. Now for Tradez Green, he said Tradez was out on the field today catching balls, moving around. He's going to be probably a game-time decision. He's not where we need him to be today, but we still have some time. It'd be hard to get Tradez Green back on the field. Just seeing the injury that it was, I've had a knee sprain. I'm sure you've had a knee sprain before. It's not a pain situation. Like, well, it's fine. Like, just go up there and brace it up and go. It's not a pain situation. It's not like it hurts really. It's just you have no mobility. Like the things that you once could do, you can't do anymore. And for Tradez Green, like he's a freak athlete, and so for him, there's probably a lot of things that he can do. For me, I was limited, but probably closer to myself than Tradez Green.
I think with him, like there's so much talent in the receiver room. There's so many pass catchers on this team that you don't really need to rush him back necessarily to be effective and to be explosive on offense, have those opportunities. You don't need him to go out there and cut around. So I think in a normal situation, a normal player position, you would say, hey, sit this one out, bud. But I think from his special skill set, probably in the back of their brains is like, can he line up on goal line and catch a fade route, catch a jump ball? There's not a lot of cutting. There's not a lot of juking. It's one move and go, and you just be bigger than the other guy. Can you do that? Is that something that could be a potential in the game plan for this weekend? We don't need you to go out there and run whip routes and cut on out routes and corners and in routes, blah, blah, blah. But can you give us a couple of plays where we need to throw that old oop-de-oop in there and just line you one-on-one with a guy and run a fade route with you and have a jump ball? And if, you know what, I think that based on my knowledge of the defensive coordinator at Florida, I just need you to line up one-on-one in the red zone because I know they're going to shade a safety over the top of you and line up two people so we can't throw a fade route to you. Yeah, I think that could be part of the thought process because that's another element that shows up with a guy like that can be dynamic and can be just out jump you, out tall you in the red zone, is you either get the one-on-one or they have to shade a safety over, which is going to allow somebody else to get open over the middle of the field.
So, like, the thing actually, like, if Tradez Green doesn't go in this contest, like, okay, all right, let's see some red zone stuff. Let's see some red zone route combinations. Let's see some diversity in the red zone play calling a little bit. Because I get it when you have, somebody that is not like everybody else out there, like Tradez Green, and him being 6'7" tall and being able to jump through the roof and all that. Yeah, it's what you're going to do. It's a red zone target. And you have different, like, this would have been 2018. Right, Jamar Chase, that's what he did for this team. Right, he's a freshman. He wasn't an every down player, but Jamar Chase was the red zone guy, and they would throw jump balls to Jamar Chase, and he'd go out there and was very successful with it. So
I still do that.
Yeah, he's still doing it in the NFL. That's true. So teams have those guys, and there's nothing wrong with it. But now it forces you to do something different. You got to come up with some stuff.
Yep.
You got to come up with some red area stuff because. Look, LSU last week, they moved the football, it didn't turn into points. We told you the box score of this game on Monday from a year ago. You beat them in every single category. It wasn't even close. First downs, total yards, but you didn't score points, right? So when you get that opportunity, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Joe Sloan and this offense to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, we have all seen the games, and that was one of them last year. You can dominate a team in every single category, but the goal of sports is to score points, and you have to execute. You have to make the plays at the big moments, especially big games like this. So, I would expect LSU to execute really well. I would expect Garrett Nussmeier and the squad to come out and be on their P's and Q's a little bit. I would, especially after a week where they weren't. They had a whole week to think about this, to watch the film, to kind of reset and say, all right, now we got SEC starts now. So I know that the attention to detail, the focus has certainly been there all week. They'll be ready to roll tomorrow. So I'm excited to see how that passing game comes out tomorrow and executes. Excited to see Garrett Nussmeier work in this start of SEC play in his final season as a Tiger. So,
yeah, I want to see what they do with the rushing attack. And I disagree with some of the people, and I think it was Hunt that I saw say this, and it's fine. We disagree a lot. To have
in a loving way.
No, it's fine. I mean, you don't have to turn on the station and have the same opinion. I think he called the receiver run stuff gimmicky. I truly don't believe that. I believe that these receivers do have a skill set to run the football. Because stay with me here. Xavier Thomas, elite returner in his history. Barian Brown, elite returner. Right? Aaron Anderson, elite returner. They've all had touchdowns as a returner. And I say that to bring up, when you look at some of the stuff that they're doing, like getting out a guy in front of them and getting out on the edge and reading where that tunnel is going to hit, as far as when they put their foot in the ground, it's a lot like you're returning the football. So Barian Brown and Aaron Anderson, getting them on some, fly sweeps, jet sweeps, whatever it ends up being, some receiver toss in some of these cases, it can be a part of your run game because you have receivers that have a real skill set to do so. Xavier Thomas is one of the few receivers, maybe the only I've ever seen, that can run true counter and knows what he's looking at and runs it the way that a running back would run it. I think he runs outside zone incredibly well. I don't call it gimmicky. I call it using your skill set.
Yeah, if you have players that have special skills, that's how you're supposed to get them in positions and situations that are advantageous to what they bring to the table. And Xavier can do a lot of different things. And gimmicky is just, there's a blurred line between a gimmick trick play and something like when you motion a receiver into the backfield, what you're trying to do in that stuff is not gimmick. You're trying to create number and matchup problems. You're trying to get always in any scheme, any play that you draw up, you're trying to get guys in space. You're trying to create one-on-one matchups with a ball carrier in green grass. And the same can be said for you go around and watch the best offenses in the NFL. What do? There's a lot of motions. There's a lot of shifts. Why is that? They're trying to create confusion to create better matchups. When you shift and you motion, you're trying to get your best player on not their best defensive back. You're trying to decipher if they're in man or zone. You're trying to create formationally and create chaos before the snap with motions and shifts to make them communicate a lot so you can have your best matchup and get your best athletes in the most advantageous situation possible, which is the same thing that LSU does with Xavier in motion him into the backfield. You're trying to create good numbers. It's not a trick or a gimmicky play. What you're trying to do is create confusion and getting blocking numbers and letting him get into space and one-on-one with a defensive back with a chance to miss. That's what you're trying to do. It's not gimmicky. It's just trying to take advantage of the defense and trying to create a one-on-one matchup with a good athlete.
Yeah, look, I actually like it. I don't mind seeing more of it, in fact, because I think Xavier Thomas is a true jack of all trades, and not like they used to say about like people that they felt like had no real skill set, the jack of all trades, master of none. Been called that a couple of times. Not talking about that. I'm talking about like truly, like he can do a little bit of everything, and I think LSU's done a good job so far, but I think you can involve him even more. I mean, he is different when he's got the ball in his hands, and so it can be an extension of the run game because it is. That's what it is. And so if you're not having success running the football because of whatever reason right now with just your running backs, you've got options. Like Juwan is an option too. Like he can do some different things with the football in his hand. So you've got options. If the running game is not working, I'd like to see them, go to something different, but still stay with the run.
Yeah, they have to improve. I mean, they did better week 1 than they did week 2 in the running game, which is, running game's a choice. Running game's a mindset. Offensive line has got to create push, you got to create daylight for the running back to be able to make a cut, make a read. So we'll see. They have to improve. If they want to go where they want to go this season, the passing game is going to be there. The explosive plays are going to be there. You got the athletes. But if you want to go and accomplish all the goals that you've had posted on your wall all offseason, if you want to be able to hold the trophy up at the end of the season, you have got to improve the run blocking. You have got to improve the run game, whether that comes from a schematic standpoint, a game plan standpoint, or a mindset standpoint of the guys on the field.
Execution,
and execution. So if you want to get where you got to, if you want to get where you want to go this season, got to improve the run game.
All right, we will step away, but reminder, we are here at Rouse's until 10 a.m., so come hang out with us, come eat breakfast, come see us. More OTB when we jump back here live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Whether you're buying new, whether you're leasing or renting, every single thing is available. So if you've got a trip planned and you want to go watch the Tigers play, and they got some great road games. You've got Oxford, Mississippi, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, Norman, Oklahoma, right? You got some like Norman in Nashville, like, okay, maybe you haven't been there yet. Certainly Norman, due to the conference, you hadn't had a trip there. You got that trip this year. It's never too early to go ahead and rent that Toyota. Reserve that Toyota right now as well. So call Miss Lisa Sessions in the rental department, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, I'm kind of scrolling around their website right now, and looking at all the amazing things they have right there on the lot. So if it's that time of life where you're in the market for a new car, whether it's a used car or a long-term lease or rental, whatever it is, you can go right there. You can schedule a test drive, go check out what you want. But whatever it is, they can help you with those beautiful, amazing Toyota cars. So give them a call and go see them right there on their line. allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
for over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's. Just real quick, another quick note on the LSU-Florida game. We told you yesterday the line for this game, it opened up at -8.5 in favor of LSU. It is down to 7.5, and right now, and depending on which sports book you're looking at, I am seeing one right now where -7.5, you got plus 110 on that. So maybe goes down to 6.5, and if it does,
I think you call that just -7 then.
I mean, I would, but it's not what it says in front of me right now. But yeah, -7.5 is the line, and that thing might even go down to 6.5 before we've got boot meeting ball.
I hope it does. I'll have to tell the children that Dad's got to run to the restroom real quick, get off the phone, and maybe place a couple wagers. We'll see. Easy money, you know what I mean?
Whoa.
Some easy money.
Oh, okay, like that kind of easy money. Okay, just making sure. Didn't know what you were telling people.
What are you talking about? Whoa. Like
I thought you were
money.
saying I thought you were saying like it's a guarantee almost.
Well, I mean, that's what the Pontoon parlay is. We're saying that's easy money.
All right, well, speaking of, football has started, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That's promo code Baton Rouge to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes. Only eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket. Offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, let's go quickly around some of the other games in the Southeastern Conference. Some of the ones we'll spend more time on. Obviously, we're not going to spend a lot of time on Oklahoma and Temple. It's in Philly. It's in Lincoln Financial Field. Oklahoma's traveling to Temple. Not really sure why, but it is a game in Temple.
It is a game.
Temple's pretty excited to be hosting Oklahoma, and I get it. I understand why. It's probably going to be one of their biggest crowds that they've had. Oklahoma's a 23.5-point favorite, though, so fully expect the Sooners to take care of business there in Philly. Wisconsin traveling.
Do you know what kind of owl they are? They're a specific type?
There's more than one owl?
Like a barred owl. There's a snow owl.
I didn't grow up in the country. I don't know.
But you consider yourself a redneck a little bit, right?
Yeah, but I don't know about owls. Like I'm saying like on a farm country. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, let's see. We got a great horned owl, a little owl, barred owl, which is we have a bunch of barred owls in our backyard. Bunch. They always talk to us. And there's a barn owl, burrowing owl, snowy owl.
I didn't know that.
Lots of owls.
The more you know.
Well, I mean, you got to know. It's like, what about the owls from Dumb and Dumber? They were endangered.
Okay.
They killed it with a cork.
That's very true.
Where there was 2, there was only 1.
Yep.
Dead.
Fair enough.
They got to be extinct now. That type of owl.
That was a long time ago. 35 years ago.
Yep. Have you ever seen a owl without any feathers?
No.
Tiny little things.
When have you seen an owl without
I just saw
feathers?
a picture, really. Like, it was a sick owl. And we watch a lot of animal documentaries, too, at the house. The kids love them. Yeah, you see them. They just because they look so big and thick and aggressive with all their feathers. Anyway.
We do different things with our spare time. Wisconsin, Alabama, the Badgers. Any Badger notes?
Oh, tons, bud.
Any Badger notes?
They're gonna jump around. Are they playing? Where are they playing?
No, they're playing Tuscaloosa. They played this game at Camp Randall last year.
No, I don't have anything on the Wisconsin Badgers this year. If Ron Dane's not playing for him, I don't know.
Give me one more. One more
Mark
Wisconsin
Tauscher.
player. Who?
Scott Tolzien.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
That's what I was thinking you would say. You know what the line on that game is?
9.
21.5.
Really?
In favor of Alabama.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Wow, Wisconsin must be
21. Well, 2-0. I mean,
a lot of 2-0s out there.
God, I mean, and I love Luke Fickell, and he's led. He was the only coach during the 14 playoff era that led a G5 team to the college football playoff. The only one, and he waited for the right job. Like, there's a lot of people think that he was up for Notre Dame and all his jobs, and he's like, no, I'm going to wait. And he waited for Wisconsin. They ain't look like Wisconsin that I knew that, was playing when we were playing.
No, Wisconsin was
they always had a back.
There was always a threat.
They always had a defense.
Yeah, they were always a threat. They were going to lose the last game of the season, no matter where it was, but they were a threat.
Yeah. They were a 9-3 threat.
But at some point, every year, they were 7-0.
Yeah.
7-0 every year.
I agree. And, man, I know they're 2-0 this year, but.
Like the Chargers.
Well, Chargers a little bit different now. Don't be on your high horse with the Packers.
That's what they said about Wisconsin.
The old Chargers took care of the Chiefs in Brazil. Okay.
We all know.
I know Herbie wouldn't have missed those throws to Golden last night.
The Chiefs don't play well in Brazil. They never have. They don't do it.
I've always said it.
You've always said it.
I've always said it.
Brazil games don't count.
You've also got South Alabama traveling to Jordan-Hare to take on the Auburn Tigers. Auburn a 24.5-point favorite. It's the Louisiana Lafayette traveling to Como and Memorial Stadium to take on MIZ, and that is a 27.5-point line in favor of the Missouri Tigers. We'll step away now, and when we come back, we'll get into some of the nitty-gritty games, some of the best games in the country that happen to be in the SEC as well. We'll do it here live from Rouse's on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. That is the website for, you probably guessed it, Central Plumbing. And look, this is one of those situations where we just, like we're telling you because it is factual, man, this is a family-owned business, and this is the Payne family, and they care about you. They care about the Baton Rouge area because, yeah, it's Central Plumbing, and it's in Central, but it's also the entire greater Baton Rouge area, man. Love the Payne family. Love getting to know them over the last couple of years. You can give them a call at 225-925-8552. That is the number for 24/7, 365 weekend, holiday. Does not matter. They will be there for you. They'll be there every single time. And when you got a remodel, right, at your home or business, they're going to be there as well. Big, small, everywhere in between. They have got you covered. They got you covered every single time over at centralplumbing.org.
Yep, go check them out today, centralplumbing.org. And Jake mentioned on it, 24/7 emergency service. So if there is ever an issue, no matter is at your house, at your place of business, whatever it is, 24/7 service, 225-925-8552.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank as we continue on looking at the other games in the SEC. You've got UTEP and Texas. Texas is a 40.5-point favorite. You've got Alcorn State and Mississippi State. Mississippi State, a big favorite, not even a line in some places because it's an FCS opponent, but Mississippi State coming off a big win against Arizona State. Certainly fully expect them to take care of business inside of Davis-Wade Stadium. Let's get to some of the other matchups real quick before we get to the big ones. Eastern Michigan, Kentucky in Lexington. Kentucky big, 25.5-point favorite. Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia right now on the road in Neyland, a 3.5-point favorite. Probably no surprise just because of recent history. Tennessee's look great though.
Actually, I'm looking on DraftKings right now. Tennessee, Georgia's a 4-point favorite. It's up to 4. It's wild, right? What do you think?
I just don't know if Tennessee's ready for this game. They've really struggled. They haven't beaten Georgia since Josh Dobbs was a quarterback, and they play them every year. I just don't know that they're ready right now. I think they're much better than I thought they would be, but I'm not sure they're ready to compete in this game. Not compete, just to win.
Yeah, to win. Yes, they've been more explosive, man, this year than we thought they would be.
Without question.
They're completing more passes down the field, better than they did last year. Their quarterback swap has proven to be a great move, and it kind of proves on what kind of coach that Josh Heupel is. I believe in him as a coach and an offensive designer. But I kind of agree with you. I just don't know if they're ready to. What a big hurdle that they've had in having to play Georgia every single year during this, Kirby Smart run. So yeah, are they ready to take that jump? So it would be a huge statement for Tennessee, who's kind of been a little bit of a surprise for all of us this season. So can they do it? Look, hey, they're talking about it too. They must have been listening to us right there on the ESPN. Rubber meets the road for them.
It would be a
Tennessee.
big win. So there's other coaches in the SEC that need a win more than Josh Heupel. But I think he's one of the coaches that if he wins this game, it can mean the most to just for his career. Not that he's trying to save his job or anything. Like Billy Napier's trying to save his job, so I get that. Sam Pittman, maybe not trying to save his job this week, but like a win like that would go a long way against Ole Miss. But like what it would mean for Josh Heupel, for him to lose his quarterback in the 11th hour after spring practice, for him to lose the SEC Offensive Player of the Year in Dylan Sampson at the running back position, for there to be a lot of narrative around Tennessee. And look, I was talking about it, so hand up here about them not being as good because of what they lost. And if he can beat Georgia, and he can do it at home after they've already looked better than we thought they would, man, he can have a lot to gain off a victory like this, as much as anybody in the SEC.
Yeah, well, for Tennessee, Georgia's probably kind of like Alabama was for LSU for a while. Like, you got to knock them off. You have to go and you have to beat up the biggest dude on the block. Like, that's been your guy. That has been the team that has been the baddest dude on the block. So you have to go, and to be able to get that win, it's like, all right, now the program we've set in, we've overcome some adversity. I got my players. I've been here long enough that like our program's rolling now. We did what we needed to do to take the next step as a program, and how that goes so far when you're talking about having to recruit transfers, having to recruit kids out of high school, to be able to do that, to say, all right, Georgia ain't it anymore. They're not. They're good. They're great. Kirby Smart's amazing, but they are not unbeatable for us anymore. So that's it would go. I mean, you're right. It would go a long way. Of course, we're not talking any job security here. I know there's other coaches dealing with that situation, and it's big for them personally, but for the program in general, Sam Pittman goes and wins. It's not big for that. I mean, it's good. They love it, but doesn't go a long way, and it probably actually might have an adverse effect. They probably want to get rid of somebody like that. So don't win.
All right, we'll talk about the other games in the SEC when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. It is right there on Drusilla Lane. 225-4GD-WOOD is the phone number. Give them a call. Let them know what you're dealing with. They're going to help you get to that solution. But also, if you want to go to the website, you can find a full list of services they can help you out with. You can find pricing options. You can check out, questions that others have asked Goodwood before. You can find all that information right there on the website. But we always encourage you, go ahead and book that consultation, because if you're dealing with the issue, you can't get to the bottom of it unless you have that consultation, and they're going to help you find that solution every time. Yourgoodwood.com.
That's right. You're Goodwood. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And they can help you with sexual wellness, but they can help you with a lot of different things. Men, as we age, as we get a little bit older, things start to malfunction. Things start to happen in our bodies. But guess what? There's pros out there that they can fix it. There's things out there that can help us with any ailment. So go give them a call. Book that consultation right there. Yourgoodwood.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Friday, September 12th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 93. In hour two of today's show, we'll continue to break down LSU versus Florida, and we'll talk a little Saints-49ers and maybe some NFL Bachelor to wrap up hour two. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's Supermarket on Burbank and Lee, starts now.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour two of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. We are live from Rouse's Market here, Burbank and Lee. Come hang out with us. Come see us. The breakfast bar is a hitting right now. You can come listen to the show as well. And we're going to continue talking about some of these games in the Southeastern Conference. We talked about Georgia and Tennessee right before we went to our last break. Also, we'll hit the New Orleans Saints, kind of a final preview of their game against the San Francisco 49ers, a very banged up San Francisco 49ers football team. Arkansas and Ole Miss play each other in Oxford, Mississippi. Coming up, it's going to be a primetime game, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Central. I don't know why, but there's something about Arkansas in this matchup that I like. It's on the road. I understand that. Ole Miss right now, a 6.5-point favorite. Austin Simmons hasn't been sharp just yet. It's a new starting quarterback. He's thrown for over 500-something yards, but he's also got more interceptions than touchdowns right now. Now, Lacey did run the football extremely well a week ago. And they go on the road. They beat Kentucky, which has certainly been an issue for them in the past.
But in disappointing fashion, though, right? They didn't come out there.
Because they didn't cover, so you were pretty mad.
Well, yeah. That's why I said disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, Lane, how do you feel about Lane apologizing to the bettors?
That's peak Lane.
I mean, it's like right. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It tracks for Lane, but do we really want to get in a situation where coaches are post game immediately like that? That's your post game on field presser.
I was like, oh, he knew the spread, huh?
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, why'd you know the spread there, bud? Like, I mean, that's his first thought. Sorry to the bettors out there.
Yeah, I thought we weren't supposed to know the lines.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to get into a world where coaches are apologizing to bettors for missing on the spread. But you know what? Great teams win, or good teams win.
Great teams cover.
There we go. And they didn't do it, so they're not great.
You like them to cover in this one? -6.5.
We don't know what Arkansas is. They've played trash.
Arkansas State and Alabama A&M, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah, I think that's right. So I mean, we have no clue what Arkansas is, but based on our OTB projections pre-season, we said that Arkansas was going to be dog poo this year. So I'm going to say, yeah, I like Ole Miss to cover back at home. I would say that Ole Miss would, coaching-wise, they probably made a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of code. They didn't play the game that they wanted to this past weekend. I would hope that they would. That's how they feel, because they didn't execute real well. It's kind of a sloppy game. So I would look to them to clean some things up. Coming back at home, I like them to cover that.
All right, Texas A&M travels to South Bend, Indiana, to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish right now. Notre Dame, a 6.5-point favorite. This is a top 16 matchup. Texas A&M right there at 16. Notre Dame at number 8 last year. This was one of those games where a lot of people started to respect Notre Dame a little bit more because they went down to College Station and beat the Aggies. Can they do it 2 years in a row is going to be the question.
Yeah, I've been watching. I haven't watched the full game of A&M yet. No real reason to up to this point. But I feel that Marcel Reed has been playing pretty good.
Yeah.
Making some good throws. If he can continue to elevate his performance and his production in the passing game standpoint, if he can learn how to if he can work the offense like they want him to, like at SEC Media Days, a lot of the A&M people were real hopeful.
Yeah.
Based on what he had been doing in the spring and the way he kind of looked towards the end of the season last year. I think this is going to be a really good game, honestly. I think Marcel Reed does add a different element. But, of course, Notre Dame's quarterback has been playing pretty well, too, even in their loss against Miami.
Yeah, C.J. Carr looked great.
Yeah, still played really well, a new quarterback. So I look at that game as probably being one of the top games of the weekend this year, or this week. So we'll see. I had him last year beating Notre Dame at home last year.
Yep.
On the old betting slip, and it failed me. So I'm not going to make that mistake twice.
You'll give me twice.
Everybody has that team, right? Everybody has that team that they can't win, whether they bet against them or for them. And I always bet against Notre Dame.
Okay.
Because I don't like them. I don't respect them. I've said it here.
Yeah.
I think they're cowards. All of them, until they get into a conference, then I'll respect them.
Okay.
But I bet against them every time.
Yep.
And then I lose every time. Or then I'm like, all right, fine. They've been winning. All right, I'll bet with them this time.
Then
they lose. So I just can't win. I can't win a bet. If Notre Dame's involved in the matchup, I cannot win the bet. So I'm going to stay away from it from a betting perspective. I do see Notre Dame as 6.5 is a lot of points.
The total's 50.5 too. That feels like a lot.
I'm gonna go. I would take, if I had the gun to my head, I would take the point. A&M and the points.
All right, let's go to Vanderbilt.
Based on absolutely nothing. Go listen to an actual expert.
Vanderbilt and South Carolina in Williams-Brice Stadium. This is going to be prime time SEC Network, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:45 here locally. Right now, South Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite at home. I cannot wait to see how this one plays out. Diego Pavia is one of those players that feels like he wants to go into a loud stadium. He wants to have everybody yelling at him. He wants to have that moment where he can hear a pin drop because he makes the play that quiets the crowd. So I cannot wait for the electric environment in this one, and two quarterbacks that I got a lot of respect for.
Yeah, we've been talking about these quarterbacks all summer leading up to the season. And they, up to this point, they have not disappointed. 2 electric guys, 2 guys that can change a game, 2 guys that are nearly impossible to game plan for. But you know what those defenses have done all spring, all summer, all training camp? They've gone against a quarterback every single day in practice.
Yeah.
That
can live off schedule, can make plays from any point.
So I guess if you look at it, if you want to be a glass half full kind of guy, the defenses are as prepared for a guy like they're about to face as anybody would be, because they see it every single day in practice. So which one? This is going to come down to who's going to make a big mistake type of deal. Who's going to make a critical error? Whether it's not a quarter, it could be a receiver, could be a running back, could be a big-time holding call or a late hit out of bounds, something like that. I believe that this game has the potential to come down to like 1 or 2 plays, 1 or 2 calls right at the end of the game. So I'll look. It kind of stinks that this game's at the same time. This is a game like you want to watch.
You want to watch every bit of it.
Yeah, you want to watch every single snap. You want to be into it. I don't know who you like in this game.
I think
put your feet to the fire.
I think I like Vanderbilt to cover.
Okay.
I think I like Vanderbilt to cover. I think it's going to be a 3-point game either way. I just think Diego Pavia in moments like this, that's when he thrives. Like, you look at Lane Stadium last weekend, and, regardless if Virginia Tech's a good football team or not, they've got one of the best venues in college football. And Blacksburg, Virginia was rocking, and they came out in the second half. They were down 20-10. He didn't blink, and you look up, and, they're housing Virginia Tech. So we have a common opponent. Now, it was week 1, but it was clunky for South Carolina against Virginia Tech. I think Vanderbilt looked better against Virginia Tech than South Carolina did. And I'm not calling them to outright win the game right now, but I do think Vanderbilt covers.
Well, it just in a short sample size of 2 games for both of these, they have a common opponent. You really want to be careful, judging too many people on common opponents, because every week's different, right? Every week game plans are different, just situations are different. Football's different, right? So, but I would say Vanderbilt has more impressive wins. They've looked more impressive than South Carolina has. Vanderbilt beats Virginia Tech 44-20. South Carolina, they beat them 24-11. South Carolina plays South Carolina State, beats them 38-10. Vanderbilt goes and plays Charleston Southern.
Yep.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
SO, is that what that means?
Yep.
That's a team. They beat them 45-3. So I think if you're looking at scores, you're looking at outcomes, Vanderbilt has had the more impressive victories. But what's going to happen when rubber meets the road? Second time I said that.
This is the second time that you've said that. All right, that is the games in the SEC. A lot of good games. A lot of really good games coming up this weekend.
Thank God, after last week.
That's really going to kind of show us, I think, a path of maybe what it's going to look like in the Southeastern Conference. The game that I'm – go ahead.
No, you're probably about to bring this up, but like a sneaky game that I am really would like to be locked into is Miami versus South Florida.
No, we'll certainly get to that. Is that the game though, like out of the conference, you're probably looking forward to the most?
I mean, it's a top matchup. It's a 5 versus 18. Who's going to hold the crown to Florida football this year?
DraftKings. Oh, you said hold the crown.
Oh yeah, my bad. So yeah, I mean, how can you not be excited? Miami, impressive so far up to this point. South Florida, extremely dangerous. We're going to learn a lot this weekend. How good really is the Florida Gators, and how good is South Florida? So,
it's a big line too, 17.5, just like it was for Florida last week. Yeah,
17.5 for a 5 versus 18, which is it's a wild line.
The game outside of the conference, I'm definitely going to be eye hustling the entire game, is Clemson and Georgia Tech. That's a noon Eastern kick, so 11 local. Georgia Tech 2-0. We know Clemson 1-1. Now this line has really, really moved. I mean, I've seen it kind of bounce all around a little bit. It opened up. I think it opened up at -6.5 for Clemson. I saw it get all the way up to like 8.5, 9. For Clemson over the last couple of weeks, and now it's all the way back down to -2.5 for Clemson on the road in Bobby Dodd. Here's the thing about this game, okay? Clemson so far in 2 weeks has struggled with physicality. We were told Clemson was A, B, and C as far as being physical, and they aren't any of those things. the Clemson defensive line that was highly touted, and every mock draft that you see has both those guys. Peter Woods I've seen as the #1 player in the draft, and I've still yet to see that when I watch tape. They better bring it if they want to win and not be 1-2 against Georgia Tech. Because if there's one thing that Georgia Tech does at an elite level, it's physicality. It's at the quarterback position with Haynes King. It's at the running back position. It's on the offensive front. It's on the front seven of the defense. Brent Key is an offensive lineman from Georgia Tech. That's where he played, and they have taken the DNA of their head coach. Their defense coordinator, Blake Gideon, great friend of mine. I know what he's all about. He played safety at Texas for 4 years. Right, they got some gritty coaches that have taken their mentality and they've integrated it into the locker room, and that's what those players believe in. If Clemson isn't careful, they will get punched in the mouth against Georgia Tech, and they'll be on the mat, and I'm not sure they can get back up.
Yeah, to date, those defensive linemen for Clemson have proven to be a little bit overrated. Yeah, I think you talked about it before LSU played them, and I think you had a conversation with one of your compadres about if you go watch the tape.
It was Jimbo.
It was Jimbo telling them that their effort isn't always there. Now, they're skilled and talented, of course, but you can't judge a guy by, the measuring tape. So, but it's the effort they give. It's the tenacity they play with. It's that extra thing that we talked about earlier in the game with that Micah Parsons brings to the table, just from effort level. We're not even talking about a skill set.
Yeah.
But for them, for a defensive line going against Georgia Tech, this is a smell and salt game.
Yeah.
This is a game that you go to the locker room, you put your eye black on, you put your helmet while you're staring at yourself in the mirror, you look at yourself, and you get your mind right. Before you go on that field, you hit the smell and salts.
Yep.
Because you got to this is a blue-collar team that you're playing with a blue-collar quarterback and a guy that was on your all-meathead team as a
QB1.
quarterback.
Yep.
And you're in for a dogfight. Maybe you're more talented than them. So what? It's a mindset. This is a mindset game, a smell and salt game for Clemson.
ESPN matchup predictor actually gives Georgia Tech a 55.9% chance to win this game. So if you're Clemson, you have no excuse. You can't be like, we were underestimating them. If you turn on the tape and you see what, Georgia Tech, who did not have their best day against Colorado on the road, found a way to win. And then they housed Gardner-Webb last week, but when you turn on the tape, there's no chance that you should half-step into this. Because if you do, again, I'm just telling you, and if our listeners don't understand, Georgia Tech's one of the most physical teams in the country. They will try to knock you out early.
And if you don't bring the fight to them, they will bring the fight to you. It doesn't matter if you're looking for it or you're not. If you put a helmet on against them, line up across the ball, they're going to bring the fight to you. Now, at the end of the day, the skill levels might set in, and Klubnik might go off and make a couple of incredible plays, and you still win the game. But if they don't have their mind right, it's going to be one of those games. They're walking off the field like, man, I don't want to play that team again. Even though we got the W, because Klubnik ran the 80-yard touchdown run or whatever. Even though we got that, I don't feel like playing them again. That type of team. That's why we like them.
All right, we will step away, take a break. We've still got much more coming your way, including a little Saints talk, a little Saints-49ers. 49ers certainly banged up and, just limping into the Superdome. And we'll break it all down when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. BoudreauxElectrical.com is the website, and you can go ahead and get that consultation set up. Get that quote that we talk about all the time, that free Generac quote we talk about all the time. It is more power. It is more protection. On the North Shore, 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. That is the contact information, and it is not too late. They have over 80 generators right now in stock, ready to go. So even though we've already had activity in the Gulf, it is not too late to get that whole home generator installed. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Yeah, we've had pretty good blessings this year so far in hurricane season. Nothing has transpired, but we all know where we live. We all know that could change in a blink of an eye, whether it's a hurricane or maybe it's a random snowstorm where we get 1 billion inches of snow somehow in South Louisiana. Whatever it is, get the peace of mind. Be the enemy. Go get that whole home generator install from Boudreaux's Electrical. Give them a call or go see them. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you, our mobile banking.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We are here live at Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. We're going to be here all morning long for the show. Be here till 10 a.m., so come hang out with us. The breakfast bar, it's heating up. It's ready to go. I think Flynn just got in trouble because he made too big of a plate, but it doesn't matter. We are still here. And you can come have breakfast with us and come hang out with us again. We'll be here all morning long and kind of look forward to your interaction. All right, let's talk about the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. What an opportunity for the Saints. This is a game that the line opened up at -7.5 for the 49ers. It is now all the way down to -3.5 for the 49ers. So a lot of movement here in this line. Brock Purdy out 2 to 5 weeks, which it's a timetable I've never heard, but that's what it is. No George Kittle either. This is a great opportunity for your New Orleans Saints to go be victorious in the Superdome and get some confidence, get some momentum against a team that we kind of were saying, hey, there's no way you're going to win this game in the preseason, but now because of injuries, you have an opportunity. And Spencer Rattler in week number 1, I thought there was a lot of things you can build off of from what he did out there. Again, if that pass gets caught on 3rd down, who knows what we're talking about right now. But it's a great opportunity for the Saints because you are dealing with a team that is just a shell of itself right now. Go take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a team that don't let's not downplay the impact that George Kittle has on this team. I mean, this team no longer has George Kittle, no longer has Deebo Samuel because he's out there catching passes and making plays for the Commanders. They are down their starting quarterback, and you have to play Mac Jones, who's had I guess you could say, a tumultuous career up to this point, but certainly has talent, former first-round pick. We know him well here at LSU. And then also the guy that's an incredible player, one of the top fantasy guys in the world, but seems recently to be put together with duct tape and putty. Mr. Christian McCaffrey, he's dealing with a little bit of a calf injury right now as well, so I don't look to him to be at 100%, but still at 80%, he's pretty darn good. So, I would expect that Chris McCaffrey, not at 100%, that a guy flying around, if Demario Davis comes out and plays like he was at the speed he was and the intensity he was, can match up pretty well against that.
Yeah.
So, I think we said this yesterday. Saints fans, if not now, when?
No
you got them at home. Got them at home. You got them banged up. You're not going to get their best shot. So this is a must-win situation for the Saints, just from a moral, just from a feel-good standpoint. Yes, it's not a must-win because we're going to make a playoff run or anything like that, but just for the sake of a new head coach coming in, putting in a new system, new coaches, new everything, new regime, except for Mickey Loomis, new a lot. You have to come in and win.
New a lot.
New a lot. You have to come in and win these games. When a team is down to backups like this, especially quarterback and their most dynamic player, game changer on offense, you got to win them. I don't care who your quarterback is. I don't care how many games he started or not started. Spencer Rattler has done enough to this point for us to be hopeful that he can be a competent NFL quarterback. He takes care of the ball. He can move around in the pocket. He's accurate with his throws. Now you have to take that next step, and you have to elevate everybody around you. You have to elevate the offense. You have to put points on them. It doesn't matter how efficient you are, what your completion percentage is. All that really matters is how many points you got at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that. We talked about that with LSU-Florida last year. Stats look great. We dominated, blah, blah, blah. Well, Spencer has proven that he can operate this offense, be efficient, make good decisions. We only got a one-game sample size this season. So how will it look in week 2? Will the Niners come and kind of try to recreate what the Cardinals did on defense versus the Saints, which is play a big over-the-top shell and try to keep everything in front of you, a bend-don't-break kind of mentality? And if they do that, what are the answers that the Saints give them? Got to run the football. Got to create big plays off play action. Then at the end of the day, you have to be a threat, and you have to have a good third down conversion percentage.
So when you look at the game flow from a week ago against the Cardinals, you threw the football 46 times. You only ran the football 22 times. And 4 of those runs were Spencer Rattler. Now, you had some design quarterback runs, and I'm okay with that. That number 46 and 22, I think it needs to meet in the middle somewhere. Because you have Alvin Kamara. He only had 11 carries in this contest a week ago. He had 2 catches, 13 touches for Alvin Kamara. For me, that's not enough. Right now, I know he's a little bit older. When you get to 30 as a running back, they pretty much call you ancient, but he doesn't have the normal wear and tear of a normal running back that's been, one of the best players in the franchise because he's, had Mark Ingram. He's had other backs that have taken some of the workload off of his legs there. You can't give him the ball 13 times. It's got to be closer to 20, in my opinion. So, how do you find a way to get him the ball? I'm not even saying it has to be just a direct handoff. If you want to throw him a swing pass, if you want to throw him a running back screen, a slip screen, Alvin Kamara can do it all. It just can't be only 13 times.
Yeah, and a lot of that was based on mistakes that were made. I mean, you had 13 penalties in the game. You had a lot of pre-snap penalties. You got off schedule, off timing. You had a lot of first and long, second and long, third and longs, like situations where you kind of are forced to throw the ball maybe a little bit more than you want. Like if you're running screen plays and trying to run on normal down, you have to have a normal down and distance to be able to do that. You're not going to call a ton of screens on, on weird down and distance where you have to pick up chunk plays.
Yeah.
Because defense is kind of expecting it at those points. There's a lot of obvious situations where screens would be a call. So you just got to stay on schedule. You got to stay on schedule with the chains. Are they still using chains nowadays?
Yeah.
They still got those?
Yeah.
They're doing like the virtual thing.
Yeah, we got that as well, but we got chains.
Okay. So did they move the virtual stuff to the regular season?
I believe so.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they just test stuff in preseason.
Right.
I didn't see it last week. I watched a lot of games. I didn't see one of them, so
I didn't either.
really know.
Yeah.
And I said that nobody really talked about it. But yeah, easy money here, Saints.
I feel good about. I really do feel good about it.
I actually do feel good about this one.
And so for San Francisco,
which might not be a good sign for them.
Matt Jones is going to be
a bad sign.
The quarterback there, but again, like no George Kittle, no safety blanket there. Juwan Jennings might not play in this game as well. So your New Orleans Saints have a real opportunity, and I know there's some Saints fans out there saying, I don't really know if I want that opportunity because we want a good draft choice. But just like I told you yesterday, in the history of the Saints, certainly recently, there is no guarantee that even if the Saints get a good draft choice, that they're going to make the right decision. There's nothing that tells us that. So
What do you mean?
I would not bank on that. I would not say, oh, well, they'll draft the next star. That's not been the case a lot of times for the New Orleans Saints. And so it's the NFL. You're playing on Sundays. Give it everything you've got. Go find a way to win some games, and you'll figure out the rest of it later. Don't hope to tank for any quarterback.
No, tanking's dumb. It is absolutely dumb. Unless you're 0-15. There's another team that's 0-15, and you're playing them. Maybe you throw some backups in there.
If you're 0-15,
yeah,
you're already to a point of no return.
Yeah, your coach is already gone.
Just 0-1 here for the New Orleans
But you never
Saints.
tank with a first-year coach. Come on.
Yes.
We can't even tank anyway. Who's going to say that? The owner's going to come down and be like, hey, I want y'all to lose this game. And then you got a bunch of competitive professional athletes and coaches that are getting paid a lot of money. What are they going to say? Okay, yeah, definitely going to try to lose this one. No, that ain't going to happen. This ain't basketball.
Yeah, they're doing basketball.
They probably do that. They probably do it in soccer, too.
No. Actually, the complete opposite in soccer. The complete opposite. Because if you tank in soccer, you go down to another league. You go from the majors to the AAA.
Sure.
You can go from AAA to AA,
Sure.
AA to single A. So actually, the complete opposite if you tank in soccer.
If you go down, you
lose millions of dollars.
You could be like the top dog.
But you lose millions upon millions of dollars if you go from the Premier League to the championship.
Sure.
So actually, there's incentive in soccer to do the complete opposite.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to win the games, that means you got to fake more injuries.
You can call fake injuries all you want, but there's no tanking.
If you're tanking, you don't fake injuries. If you want to win, you fake injuries. Is that right?
Whatever you want to say, whatever shade you want to throw. I'm just telling you. There's 20 teams in the Premier League. You don't want to be in the bottom three.
Sure.
The bottom three go down to the championship. There's
Sure.
3 teams from the championship that come up to the Premier League. And it is millions upon millions of dollars to the bottom line if you go down or go up.
Okay,
So,
very good.
it's called promotion relegation.
Nice. Well, this is called a tease. I've done some research on the type of owls that different colleges have as their mascot. I'm going to give you that list when we come back from break.
Is that what you were typing up over there?
Oh, yeah, that's the research I've been doing. It's in depth, too.
Oh, my gosh. Before we do go to break, GCOPnet.com, GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast office products in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Mandeville, in Lafayette, throughout the state of Louisiana. They are the go-to. Gulf Coast Office Products was started in New Orleans in 1977. They've been doing this a very long time. They're celebrating a long history of being the best in Louisiana. You're going to talk to a human being when you contact Gulf Coast Office Products, right? You're going to get incredible customer service. You can find the contact information for the location nearest you on their website, GCOPnet.com. Go there today. You said owls, huh?
Owls.
All right, we're giving you owls and the breakdown of college
types of
mascots when we come back here. The research only Matt Flynn can give you.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with a Y.com. When you get there, you'll clearly see the difference. They got a great gallery of work, all the different projects they can do for you. You can check out the awards that they continue to win year after year after year, including the best windows in the 2025 Advocate. That went to Tommy and the team over at Go Tommies. So when you go to the website, check out the gallery for sure. But also remember, they can customize your job. Whatever you've got dreamed up in your mind, they can get it done over at GoTommys.com.
Yeah, if you want a deal and you want to work with a championship company, you just go to their website and look at the banners they are hanging ever since 2016, every single year, 17, 18, 19, all the way to 25. The Angie's List Super Service Award right there. That is Tommy's windows, doors, and siding. You will clearly see the difference. And we know if you start a project, you're probably going to call different contractors and get a bunch of different prices. Well, make sure Tommy's is one of them so they can prove to you that they are the most quality, they are the most reliable, and they are the most efficient. That is Go Tommy's. GoTommys.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Welcome back in. OTB here at Rouse's on Burbank and Lee, hanging out, talking about college football. And I can promise you, no other show, maybe in the country, but certainly here in Baton Rouge today on the pretty much the day, but the eve of LSU and Florida, two teams that don't like each other. In fact, they hate each other. No other show is going to give you a breakdown of the different owl mascots in college football. Now, how many do we have? Because I know four. I know 4 off the top of my head. All right, I think I know 4. Okay. Temple, who is really
this was started this conversation.
Yeah, for this conversation. You've got Rice. They're also the Owls. FAU, if I'm not mistaken, they're also the Owls, correct?
FAU, yep.
And then Kennesaw State?
Kennesaw State. Good work.
The Owls?
The Owls.
Okay, there we go. Is that it?
There's a couple more. Mississippi University for women.
Okay, whoa. Time out. Like, hold on. Give me 30 here. You didn't tell me we're doing that. I thought, like, FBS football programs.
Yep.
No, you didn't tell me the Mississippi College for
that's
women.
relevant. We are neighbors of Mississippi, and it popped up on the Google search. So I decided to throw it in there.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, sorry. I wasn't going to get that one. Yep. Wasn't going to get there.
So this conversation popped up in hour one because the huge matchup, Oklahoma traveling to face the Owls of Temple. And I'm just curious. I'm a big owl guy. I would say owl is probably my favorite bird of the animal kingdom.
Sure,
for talking birds. They're pretty sweet. They're badass looking. So what type of owl got us a little bit curious? And so most of these schools, so we have Temple, Rice, Kennesaw, and of course Mississippi University for women. Their all mascot is based on, drum roll please about me, the great horned owl. Probably the most intimidating of all the owl species because they have feathers on top of their head that simulate and look like horns.
Okay.
Maybe not great horns, but horns.
Yeah.
So that is what, and so Temple, name is Stella. Rice is Sammy. Mississippi University for women, Odie. Kennesaw State is Scrappy. Like, they could have done a lot of different things. I'd like to name the owls in my backyard. One of them's named Al Capone. Al Bundy. Female, Allison.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Al
Capone.
What? Yeah. Al Capone, for sure. Al Bundy. Florida Atlantic University, a little bit different. They didn't go with the classic great horned owl. That's too easy for them. Florida Atlantic, also very hydrated team as well.
Okay.
They went with the classic burrowing owl, which is indigenous to the area which Florida Atlantic was built on. How about that?
I didn't know you were an owl guy.
Big owl guy. You know
Man.
that.
Favorite bird's an owl, huh?
Favorite
Adam,
bird.
favorite bird. Favorite bird.
He said, I don't know.
No, that's a great answer. I don't know. Man,
Woo.
Man. An eagle.
An eagle. All right. Predictable.
That's
predictable.
Not,
That's
I'd rather have
answer.
I don't know than the eagle. I mean,
God,
gosh, I'm patriotic and everything, but how easy is that?
You saying the Eagles would be like,
wow.
You know, I don't know, Tay-Tay picking the Chiefs or something like that.
Jeez, I'm Pete.
Cool.
I mean, at least a pelican.
Pelican be sweet.
I mean, pelican be cool.
Be sweet.
I mean, I like watching them like swoop in and. Yeah, don't try to church it up now, Adam. Eagle game day. Oh yeah. You can listen to it, by the way.
Yeah. So shout out to Al Capone in my backyard.
I'm gonna go with a cardinal.
Cardinal?
A cardinal.
Okay.
They're really cool. I like seeing a cardinal.
Some say that seeing a cardinal is actually good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Not a lot of people say that, but some do say it is so. I've never found it to be the case.
Al Pacino inside the Bayou
Al
Fort
Pacino,
chat.
yes, I do have an Al Pacino.
Well
That is
done.
a good. So yeah, I've kind of gone through all the owls. I'm kind of blanking because we got a pretty decent amount of owls. There's actually, if you get up late at night, middle of the night, sometimes nature's calling. You got to go and use the restroom when you get middle of the night. So I go and I got a window towards the outside and it faces the woods.
I thought you were
uh,
about to say I'd just go outside and
don't
use the
go outside.
restroom. Why would you do that when you have functioning toilets?
Because I'm a man.
Are you down that bad? I know you took this job, but are you down that bad? You got to go pee outside. You don't have plumbing.
Sometimes it's preferred, actually. But sometimes I get out there and I got the window and stares out to the woods. And, sometimes the owls talk to me in the middle of the night. Al Capone, just hooting at me.
Is it too much of a reach for Owlie Highsmith?
Owlie Highsmith, that's pretty good.
Pretty
I do
good.
like that.
Bilbo, I don't think so. I think it's relevant. It's niche, It's here in this market, but I think it's okay.
Owl Roker, pretty good. Woodpeckers are sweet. A little Pelliata woodpecker, are you kidding me? They're sweet.
Aren't they annoying?
Why?
A woodpecker?
It is peck.
Yeah. Makes a
I mean,
noise.
if there's one right next to your house, for sure. If one takes a liking to your house, then you got to get rid of it. You know what I mean?
So which of the owl mascots?
Oh, Muhammad Ali. Nice. That's a good one.
That's good.
Albert Pujols. Now we're getting sporty.
Al Woods. Teammate.
There's
played 97 years in the league. Who was the champion of the Al competition?
I'm going to go with Rice.
God, you Texas people, I swear, y'all can't help
Sam
yourself.
Owl, Great Horned Owl. I mean, they're super hydrated. Florida Atlantic, super hydrated. Those are the most hydrated owls. Well, I would say, I mean, the Great Horned Owl is the chalk answer if you're going to have an owl mascot because it has the horns. They're really feathers. Anyway, it's good talk here. This is good stuff. Are y'all ready for Florida yet?
I told you, no other show today is going to be talking about all the different owl mascots.
Yeah, Alondra's going to like this suggestion, Alice in Chains.
Yep, she would. She definitely would like that.
Woo.
I actually think they are good.
Yeah, Daniel said the owl jokes aren't funny anymore. Yeah, they will never not be funny, buddy.
Yeah.
Good creativity in the chat.
All right, we'll start talking about some betting lines here coming up. And just a reminder, every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use that code Baton Rouge. That's promo code Baton Rouge. You get that $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensee partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, you get one more owl joke in. You get one more.
One more. There's so many to choose from.
All right.
That's it. Joe Burrow. That's not that great.
Just call my name and I'll be there. Shout out to Bilbo Baggins. All right, more OTB coming back live from Rouse's when we jump back. What?
Nothing. It wasn't that good.
This guy.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. There's a website for Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both. They are there ready to help you, not just in one location or the other, driving back and forth across the basin. No, they are boots on the ground in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. They're always in the local community as well, and they can help you with your roofing needs. If you want to get that instant roof quote, it's a great tool they have on their website. Type in your address. It's going to give you an outline of your address off Google Maps and tell you kind of what you're looking at. And they got financing options as well, Matthew.
Yeah, and they got pretty darn good financing options. So go to their website right now. We know that a new roof, having to replace that is such a big deal. It's a big decision for your family, for yourself, financially. It's a big decision. So go there. They can help you with financing. They can offer for qualified buyers up to 21 months of 0% financing. And 0% of anything is zero, so it ain't going to cost you a thing. So go see them today. See how they can help you and help you with that big decision. That's PelicanRoof.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Off the Bench here, live from Rouse's own Burbank and Lee. And you can probably hear it in the background. Certainly some movement here at Rouse's. You got the breakfast bar, you got the salad bar, you got the sushi already getting all rolled up over there. They are ready for you. Come pick up your groceries. Come pick up your tailgate package for the week, and you can do it right here at Rouse's.
Yeah, it's our third week being here on site here at Rouse's in the morning. Like, it's an early show. We get it. It's the morning show, and every time I come in, I get here about 6:30 every time we do the show. I walk through the doors, and I'm always impressed because there's like 30 people working here, getting prepared, getting the store ready for you guys out there. So come see them. I'm looking around. They got hot boiled seafood. They got the fixins. They got head-on shrimp. They got the sushi. I mean, they got literally everything. So if you hadn't been by Rouse's recently, make sure you go check it out. We'll be here, like Jake said, we'll be here till 10. But come stock up. We're getting ready for tailgate tomorrow. It's Florida week. We're going to kick some ass. Some Gator ass.
I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
What is that from?
Roddy Piper said it. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie, 80s movie. It was perfectly cheese.
And I'm all out of bubble gum. I love it.
Yeah.
They do have bubble gum here at Rouse's.
All kind of flavors and everything.
All kind of flavors.
Brands.
Bubblicious, I'm sure that's the thing still. Yeah. Your standard gum. Anyway, come check it out. Rouse's. It rocks.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the mentality of the Tigers tomorrow. Certainly underwhelming performance against Louisiana Tech offensively. The defense still had the juice.
Yeah, they got the juice. They're just good.
Like
right?
that tape was still fun to watch. They were flying around in the fourth quarter. It took a busted coverage for Louisiana Tech to score. I mean, they certainly kept the momentum they had in week number 1 to week number 2. They didn't allow the opponent and who they are to dictate their aggression. So I'm going to imagine they're going to be turned up 2-11. This is going to be a different defense for DJ Lagway than he saw a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Now they completely different.
Now they didn't play awful a year ago. You had a couple of big plays for Florida's offense, but as far as like total yards and first downs and third down percentage, LSU's defense certainly didn't play bad, but this is a different LSU defense. They've got different edge rushers. They've got Harold Perkins Jr. back. They've got different safeties. They certainly got different corners. I mean, on every level, it's a different LSU defense, and DJ Lagway, I think, is going to have a long day because he's going to have somebody in his face all night long.
What we've seen up to this point in the season in 2 games is a defense that plays with relentless effort, relentless energy, is in really good shape. But you can do all those things and still not be a great defense. You have to be relentless effort, relentless pursuit of the football, but you have to do it in a way that's disciplined, that doesn't allow the offense to take advantage of big plays. So we look at the chaos that Blake Baker likes to bring with his defense. We look at the speed in which they like to play with, the confusion they like to make. You also have to know you can't people get free and you can rush the quarterback if there's a numbers advantage, right? If you have 5 people blocking and you're rushing 6, that creates an advantage. You have 6 people blocking and you rush 7, that creates an advantage. Sometimes you can rush 5 people and they have 5 people block, but you create a numbers advantage because you rush 4 from one side and 1 from the other, so they have to adjust. But when you do that, when you create numbers advantages somewhere, that means you create a numbers disadvantage somewhere else. And you have to have the players on the back end that can make up for that disadvantages by middling 2 receivers where they can potentially make a play on the ball on either one. Or understanding concepts route-wise, what the offense is trying to do, and understanding the read of the quarterback. If we're bringing pressure from this side, I know he's probably going to be looking the other way. So you do create that. And we have to know that with this style of defense, a big play might happen.
Yeah.
You know, whether it happens by mistake, whether a quarterback just mistakenly finds somebody, or offense is going to call the perfect play against the pressure.
Or your aggression, and you get over-aggressive. Like last week, you had a guy that went rogue, and he added himself into the blitz.
Exactly.
And there was a wide-open receiver.
And it's going to happen. But the bet that you make as a defensive coordinator, because you're going to say, because we understand what I'm trying to call on defense, because my defense understands where their weaknesses are when we're trying to create strengths and advantages at other places on the field, you're going to say we are going to win more than we lose. Yeah, we might give up one every now and then. Clemson sure didn't find it. They didn't find that big play. But I haven't seen anything watching DJ Lagway that's going to say he is going to that he's going to find that big play either. Screws are falling out of the desk. No big deal. That he's going to find that big play. Now, he might accidentally get to it, but from the way he plays with his feet, I think he's a little bit clunky with his feet, kind of like a baby giraffe back there playing a little bit. Now, when he decides to throw it, he's quick, and he spins his upper body and his torso, and he kind of whips the ball around a little bit. But I don't think I think we're going to create some issues with him, some matchup issues, some confusion issues, just like we did with Klubnik. So I look to the LSU going to have a big day again. LSU defense going to have a big day again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the defense perform. I just love the aggressive nature. I love how it is all gas and no brakes, and it's still sound, though. It's still sound defense.
It is. It's disciplined all gas, no brakes. It's disciplined chaos.
Organized chaos.
Controlled chaos.
There we go. All right, we've got much more coming up your way, though, so stay locked in here with us. Look at some of the other games again. Also, little NFL Bachelor. It's time. When we come back, Tay-Tay is going to give you his team that he's going to root for moving forward.
Off the bench.
All right, go to KTOZBlinds.com. KTOZBlinds.com. That is the website for K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. They've been doing this since 2004. Over 20 years of service in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette, on the North Shore. And also, look, they'll help you out. Like if you're in Alexandria, they've helped clients out there before as well. So if you're listening to us in Alexandria, they can help you. Just give them a call. Have that conversation with them. I mean, Brandon Barton and the team, they are ready to help you. Interior, outdoor living, and sometimes they can help you with both at the same time. Go to the website today for K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. That is KTOZBlinds.com.
Yeah, Brandon Barton and the crew over there, they are experts. They have been in houses. They have helped so many people, and they will come to your house and just look around and be like, yep, I know what to do here, 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 boom, 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 boom. And they will make your house look better. They'll help make your house operate more functionally, and at the end of the day, save you on those energy bills. So go see them, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, KTOZBlinds.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Friday, September 12th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 93. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll give a final prediction for LSU versus Florida. We'll do a little NFL Bachelor. We'll wrap things up with Ask the Bench, and we'll put together a Pontoon parlay. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the shows, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from Rouse's Supermarket on Burbank and Lee, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is hour number 3 of OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. We are getting you ready for the weekend of college football, the NFL. It is a full slate, and we are ready to go. Now, I know that last night, Matthew was rooting for the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
I know coming up on Sunday, I'm going to be rooting for the Los Angeles Chargers. I know that coming up on Sunday, Alondra Villarreal is going to be rooting for the New Orleans Saints. But we do not know who Taylor Sharp is going to be rooting for. until now. I'm going to throw it back to studio as Tay Tay
this is a big deal.
Gives you the teams that are left and who he is going to now be a fan of in the National Football League.
Hey, what's up, guys? Look, it's been a long process. You see two hats right here in front of me if you're watching on YouTube. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we got the Tennessee Titans. Both great hats, by the way. Shout out to the wife who picked those out. You know, I've been a Cowboys fan all my life, and I've just been kind of fed up with it lately. So I, started this process trying to find that one team that would take that final rose or final pick, if you will, and I have made my decision. First off, I want to thank God for this opportunity. But, look, I'm still going to cover the Saints. It's not something where I'm like, I'm only going to follow this team. It's not going to get in the way of anything. Certain people may be mad about this pick. We'll see. But, look, without further ado, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We finally found a team. Look, anybody who knows me knows that Baker Mayfield is my favorite player. He's a guy that I followed. Look, going all the way back to his days at Texas Tech, it just made sense to me, but it's more than just that. I got the Brady shirt on as well. Was a big Tom Brady fan during his time in Tampa Bay. And again, this is not going to get in the way of me covering the Saints. I'll still be unbiased about that, so that's not an issue. Look, I'm nervous. It's a new team. I'm excited to see where this goes. This is the team that I was led to. It's the best decision for me and my family. So, look, it's exciting. I can't wait to see where it goes. But, yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they get the final rose in Taylor's NFL Bachelor.
Right in there, you have it.
Well
nice
done,
job.
sir. Well done, sir.
I just want to thank God because Jonathan Moxley's the only one man.
It's the best for my family.
Well done, sir. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Tay-Tay. Was it going to be the Titans? This man loves Nashville, Tennessee.
Golly.
He loves country music. But it always felt like his real love was Baker Mayfield, and it is the Tampa Bay Bucks. And so Team OTB, we got you covered. We got the Bucks. We got the Saints. We got the Chargers. We got the Packers. And look, we all four have the New Orleans Saints as we continue, like Tay-Tay said, to cover them and do a deep dive into the Saints each and every week there. Tay-Tay went from the Cowgirls to Saints fans to a division rival.
Yep.
Wow, oh, wow.
Wow, oh, wow is right. I mean, I thought for sure, based on all the kind of the dumb decisions he made throughout this process, he got rid of a lot of good people looking for a relationship, a lot of good teams out there. I really thought that he would go to the AFC. But, wow, what a surprise. What a heel turn here. This is a situation where, looking through the chat right now, a lot of people are a little pissed about this decision, but it was a big one. Well done, sir. Great job with the hats. That powder blue hat looked pretty good, too.
When does powder blue not look good?
The Titans hat looked real good. I think you kind of knew where you were going because of Baker Mayfield. But I bet when you got those hats, you're like, oof, is this the decision I really want to make? Because they did look good. But good. Hey, good for you. It's still dumb. You made some really stupid decisions, and we're still mad at you a little bit. But we're happy for you. We're not proud of you. We're just happy for you. You made a good decision. You've left the Cowboys, and man, what a good situation. What a good way to let all the fans know, let everyone know, putting that hat on. So good job.
You know, he's going from maybe the most toxic situation in sports, now the most valuable situation in sports, but he just wanted a team maybe that doesn't have, too much drama.
Yep.
Like you don't hear a whole lot about the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yep.
Like if he would have gone with, give me another NFL team, like the Browns always have drama surrounding them and they're not good. And so that's like a double whammy there. There's certainly teams across the National Football League, like, the Chiefs have a lot of coverage. The Raiders are the Raiders. Yep. There's always some drama going on with the Raiders.
People calling them bandwagon in the chat. I would disagree with this. Of course, they're like on the up and up, but they're in probably the worst division in the NFL. It would have been easy to pick the Eagles. It would have been easy to pick the Chiefs. It would have been, I guess technically, frankly, it would have been easy to pick the Packers, even though that was the right decision. So there would be other bandwagon choice. I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fall into that category.
No, I don't think so. What happens when, Tay-Tay, real quick, what happens in a couple of years when Baker Mayfield is no longer the quarterback?
Well, that's kind of why I was explaining, like, it's more than just that. You know, I mean, I was a huge Bucky Irving fan going back to his time in college. Kind of started pulling for the Bucs a little on the side when Brady got there and won that Super Bowl. Like, I hated Brady his whole career, but after he won that Super Bowl with the Bucs, I was like, I've ran out of reasons to hate this guy. He's great. And then kind of started cheering for him his last 2 or 3 years. So it goes a little beyond that. You know, guys, when I was on vacation, yes, I was in Florida. That didn't really sway the decision, but I'm flying home. I'm following all the scores on my phone, you know, after I landed at the airport. And the Bucs-Falcons game was the game I was the most locked into. It was the one that I was the most invested to, and it just kind of led me that way. So I do think this is the right choice for me.
I'm assuming you were subtly cheering for the Buccaneers when you were watching. So when you were in Florida, did you do an overnight date with the Buccaneers? Is that what you were doing? You were on a little official visit?
Yeah, no, it was a little a sneaky link, a little situationship here for a little while. We met up, we had some fun overnight, went to a few bars, got some drinks. Not gonna divulge full details. This is a family show, but yeah, we had some fun.
All right. A little fun.
It wasn't a full link.
Single and ready to mingle he was, but now he is not single. He put a ring on it. And by God, whether, you know, if you're in a family and you don't disagree, you know, you don't agree with some of the things your family members do, you still have to support them. So we will support you in this big decision of your life. Congratulations. For the rest of your years, the rest of your days on this beautiful planet Earth, you will be cheering for the Buccaneers.
All right, here's what we're going to do quickly on the show. We will go ahead and we will take a break. Again, shout out to Tay-Tay. He is now a proud member of Buccaneer Nation, going to be a Tampa Bay Bucs fan. And we've all been looking forward to seeing which team he was going to select. But when we come back here on OTB, we're going to play a little game called What's the Ticket? All right, Flynn, don't worry, okay? Have you played this with us before?
I've never heard of this segment in my life.
You've never heard of it.
Nope.
Alondra and Tay-Tay, they have both played. We do it on Fridays. Look, we've been on location, so maybe our Fridays have changed just a little bit. But all it is, all right, just stay with me. We go across the top 25, okay, and I give you a list of games, and you got to tell me what's the lowest ticket in the top 25 and what's the highest ticket in the top 25. We've played it for years. It's not that hard.
We did it with the NFL last week.
Then why'd you say you never heard of the game?
It was a bit.
Oh, my gosh. So are we good to go?
Oh, yeah, I can do this.
All right.
I'll get it right.
When we come back, what's the ticket? This time in college football. We'll have that for you when we jump back here. It is OTB live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee.
Off the bench.
All right, over the last couple of weeks, man, we've been super fired up to tell you about our friends over at Supreme Rice. I mean, speaking of Supreme Rice, like right here at Rouse's, you can go get that Supreme Rice. And no matter which one that you're, you know, looking forward to, like you can enjoy, obviously, the white rice, the brown rice, the jasmine rice, which I know is a favorite of Matthew Clayton Flynn there. But look, I mean, they've been in Southwest Louisiana for a very, very long time, almost 100 years there. I mean, you go to Crowley and you see Supreme Rice. Like, you see what they're doing in the local communities as well. They are Louisiana through and through. Again, you can get it here at Rouse's, Walmart, all your AG food stores. They carry that Supreme Rice. My favorite is the jasmine rice, but you got so many options to choose from. Supreme Rice, always the go-to.
Yeah, that's South Louisiana. We're about to tailgate. I mean, what do we not use rice with? Whether it's dirty rice, red beans and rice, etouffee, gumbo, whatever it is. Make sure you are sourcing local rice from right here in Louisiana. So go to Rouse's, go check it out, go pick it up today. You know you got to get ready for that tailgate and go see them. The best rice is Supreme Rice.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, They've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is Off the Bench. Here live on location. A little Football Friday action from Rouse's.
Football.
All right, let's go ahead. And Alondra, maybe can we get like a little maybe game show music here in the background as we get ready to play What's the Ticket? And just a reminder for our listeners, we go across the top 25. It doesn't have to have obviously ranked on ranked. It has to involve at least one top 25 team. We go across the country. We start with the lowest, and I'm talking about the lowest price to get 2 feet into the stadium. And then we go to the highest, all right? What's the cheapest, but still the highest of a ticket that you can purchase to get inside of the stadium, okay? So, Flynn, we'll start with Lois. We'll start with you, and then we'll get Tay-Tay and Alondra's answers as well. And here is the games up for the lowest ticket in the country involving at least one top 25 team. All right, is it Indiana at Indiana hosting Indiana State? Is it Oregon at Northwestern? Is it Wisconsin at Alabama? Is it Villanova at Penn State on the gridiron, not the hardwood?
Okay.
Is it Oregon State at Texas Tech? Is it Louisiana Lafayette at Missouri? Or is it Oklahoma at Temple? Yes, Oklahoma at Temple.
Based on all of that, not Penn State, not Alabama, not Texas Tech. Northwestern is intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Are they playing Oregon? Is that right?
They're playing Oregon, yep.
That's intriguing because I'm sure that's a matchup
Evanston,
that
Illinois.
for the people that do go to those games, they would probably circle that one. I'm going to say Oklahoma versus
Temple.
The Temple Great Horned Owls. Even though their mascot is named Stella, brings a lot of juice to it. They're playing in an NFL stadium, and it's a lot of seats for a game that, nobody from Oklahoma is probably going to travel to go see it.
Okay.
There's only so many tickets Jalen Hurts can buy out there. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that one.
All right. We'll throw it back to studio. Tay-Tay, Alondra, which game do y'all think is going to be the lowest ticket?
Run them back again. Which 4 was it?
All right, so we got Indiana State at Indiana, Oregon at Northwestern, Wisconsin at Alabama, Villanova at Penn State, Oregon State at Texas Tech, Louisiana Lafayette at Missouri, or Oklahoma at Temple.
I'm gonna go Villanova, Penn State. I mean, Penn State really good this year, but like, who cares about Villanova? I think that's the lowest.
The lowest one is
Yeah.
what we're doing? Okay. I forgot them already, so I'm going to just go off of what Tay-Tay said.
Oh, thanks, guys,
All
for
right, good.
listening.
Super dynamic. Jake has spent a lot of time writing this stuff on a notebook paper over here. He even had me
I
rip
forgot.
a
It's hard to
precious
do
piece of
this.
sheet
Like,
of
I don't
paper.
know. To do this. Like, I don't know.
I know there's a lot of games. He gave us a lot of games.
Okay. All right, we'll go from the highest to the lowest in the lowest category. $156 for Oregon and Northwestern.
All right.
That's a big ticket.
That's a pretty big, yeah.
That's actually a really big. It's a smaller stadium, but still. $43 for Louisiana Lafayette and Missouri. $41 for Oklahoma at Temple. $38 for Villanova at Penn State. $26 for Oregon State and Texas Tech. $24 for Indiana State at Indiana. And the winner for lowest ticket in the top 25 this weekend is Wisconsin at Alabama. $14.
Yeah, they really
Gets
did not
you
like the Bauer, do they?
Into the game.
That's
14 bones.
They do not like the Booer.
Never did I think I'd see Villanova Penn State with a double the ticket price of a Wisconsin-Alabama game.
The one that kind of shocks me a little bit more than Alabama is the Texas Tech price. There's nothing to do in Lubbock. Just go to the game.
Yeah. The Beavers, I guess, aren't bringing their fans.
It's not like, so what? It's not like a huge stadium, is it? I don't think it is. It didn't used to be. Who knows what kind of, like, money can buy a lot of things and get it built quick. So I haven't kept up with Texas Tech's maximum attendance in their stadium recently. But I would think that there's not much to do in Lubbock. I would think that everybody would be at every game, because why not?
All right, let's go to the highest ticket in the country involving at least one top 25 team. Is it Clemson at Georgia Tech there in downtown Atlanta? Is it Georgia at Tennessee in Neyland Stadium? Is it South Florida at Miami? What about Arkansas at Ole Miss? Is it LSU and Florida inside of Death Valley? Is it A&M on the road to Notre Dame in South Bend? Or is it Vanderbilt on the road in Willie B? So real quick, Clemson, Georgia Tech, Georgia, Tennessee, South Florida, Miami, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Florida, LSU, A&M, Notre Dame, or Vanderbilt, South Carolina.
Your first one's a pretty good. I like that one. Clemson, Georgia Tech, just because of the size of the stadium. Big matchup. I'm sure Clemson's going to travel well, but, Georgia, Tennessee, it's exciting. I'm going to go with Clemson, Georgia Tech. That might be a really dumb guess because there's some really high-paying games out there, but I'm just going to go with it just because of the size.
All right. Tay-Tay, Alondra.
Yeah, supply and demand.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go LSU in Florida for this one.
I'm going to go Notre Dame, Texas A&M.
All right. From the lowest ticket price to the highest in the top 25 this weekend. $36 gets you into South Florida and Miami.
Okay, yeah, that was a
top
that was a
25
no-brainer.
matchup.
That's a no-brainer.
In-state game, 36 bones gets you in. It's not even a big of a stadium. Like,
People in Miami
like,
don't
what are we
care.
doing?
They
I mean,
don't
come
care.
on. So $36 for that game. Hell, if I was in Miami, I'd go to that game. For $76, you can get into Florida and LSU inside of Death Valley.
I had heard that they had been sold out for quite a while.
Well, it might be sold out, but secondary market, I guess. You can get in for $76.
Not a lot of profit margin in that.
For $83, you can get into Arkansas at Ole Miss. For $101, you can get into Clemson and Georgia Tech.
That's triple digits.
For $110, you can get into Vanderbilt and South Carolina. For $118, you can get into Texas A&M and Notre Dame. And for $294, you can get into Georgia and Tennessee in Neyland Stadium, Knoxville, Tennessee. By far the biggest ticket in the top 25 this weekend. So to give you a recap real quick, the highest ticket in the top 25 is Georgia at Tennessee, $294. The lowest ticket in the top 25 in the same conference because Alabama's the host, Wisconsin at Alabama, $14 2 feet into the stadium. Hell, my family could go for less than $100, and we can't say that very often.
Yeah, we can't even go to Chick-fil-A for that kind of money right there.
I mean, that's about what our order is, about $100 for Chick-fil-A.
It's wild, right? I mean, you know, Alabama, the Crimson Tide, y'all used to be a proud program.
Mm-hmm.
But $14? 17? What was it? 14?
$14.
That's embarrassing. On the secondary market, too. So they get them, they're selling it at a loss.
Yeah.
They're just trying to scrape back $14 extra. They probably, take face value, $45, $55. We're selling them at a loss, people. They would rather lose money than have to go to the game. That's embarrassing. Y'all used to be a proud program.
Yeah.
What happened?
What if Wisconsin goes to Tuscaloosa and beats Alabama?
Fired.
Immediately?
Before he hits the locker room.
What if LSU handles Florida this weekend by 2 scores?
By 2 scores?
Mm-hmm. Billy Good?
I mean, he's not good for a while. I think he's getting on the plane.
Yeah, true.
Like, you can't, 2
Can't
score.
leave him on the tarmac?
I mean, I guess it's all optics, right?
Yeah.
If it looks terrible, LSU runs it up and wins by 27. It's all optics. He's getting on the plane, though. But if they lose to Wisconsin, being, what do we say, 17.5-point favorites? Alabama is over Wisconsin? I don't know, bud. I think they probably already got a war chest for a buyout. Whether that's fair or unfair, still think he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Maybe not for Alabama. Nobody's going to be following Nick Saban, but they got a war chest ready.
They better.
They better. That noise is so
The
loud.
21.5, though, that
21.5, yeah.
That tells you that Vegas believes Alabama's going to be okay. Now, Wisconsin's not world beaters, but Wisconsin's 2-0. I mean, they haven't played the who's who. I think it's been, Miami of Ohio and Middle Tennessee State. But
yeah. We'll see.
You know what? Honestly, even if it's a close game, 1-score game, those people are
They're
going
not
to
gonna
be
happy.
angry.
I don't think there's anything they can do.
Even the ones that
short
got
term.
in for $14.
They can't do anything in the short term to make people happy. I know that. It's a no-win
Yep.
situation.
All right, we will step away. We'll kind of give you some final thoughts maybe on LSU and Florida, but also we're going to put together our Pontoon parlay. The first week of the season, we were 4-4-4. Boom, boom, boom. Cash the ticket. The second week, we were not. Alondra knows ball. She got the only pick right.
Yep.
We were 1 for 3. We had some bad beats, but that's how it goes when you put together a parlay.
That's
But
what,
this Pontoon parlay,
that's 5-3.
that's a winning
total.
record.
It's no big deal. And Lane Kiffin apologized directly to us right after the game.
And we're going to give you the winners. We're going to give you the one that's going to have a great opportunity. And look, while you're placing that Pontoon parlay after we give it to you, do it while you're enjoying your ice-cold Dos Equis. go for Dos. I know you're going for Dos tomorrow. You can come here. You can come to Rouse's. You can pick up that ice-cold Dos Equis. You can pick up your tailgating stuff, but make sure that Dos Equis is a part of your game day because it's going to go the right way every way with Dos Equis. Go for Dos. Drink responsibly.
Delete some beers.
All right, so when we come back, the Pontoon Parlay right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You can do so much on the website. You can see cases they can handle for you in the courtroom, past client results. You can have a conversation with them on the website. You can see what they're doing throughout the local communities in Louisiana. Remember, it's all throughout Louisiana, so we're talking to everybody. If you're in Keithville, Louisiana, if you're in, let's go, Arcadia, Louisiana, if you are down Bogalusa area, like whatever it is, like it doesn't matter. Like they're going to be able to help you, like every part, every kind of like nook and cranny right there. Even like if you're skirting that fine line of different states, like
Did you say Arcadia?
Arcadia.
Arcadia. I said Arcadia.
I said
right next to Marksville and Arcadia, right in between.
Arcadia is next to like Minden and Ruston.
Got it. Oh, you want to design a billboard?
Sure.
Gordon McKernan Billboard Design Competition. Make your design, whether it's you designing it, your child designing it, ChatGPT designing it, whatever it is. Make sure you turn it in, and if you win, you'll be driving down interstate and see that beautiful billboard that you designed. Go see them. Go check out. Go submit that design at getgordon.com.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking.
Come here, man.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We are live here from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee, getting you ready for the football weekend. Let's get a little pontoon parlay.
Let's do it. Let's give the people a way to turn like $10 into $200. Real easy. You want to make some money? It's right here. Don't listen to the betting experts. Don't listen to the people that claim to be from Vegas that have an in. They don't know. They're going to be lucky at the end of the day to be batting 45%. Not us.
All right. While Flynn is getting ready to give you his pick, I want to remind you about LSU Snacks, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar, or you can grab the Win Bites, gluten-free bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at, guess what, Rouse's, or order online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers. All right, Matthew, what you got?
I'm kicking us off, this pontoon parlay. Okay. I've been looking at this line. There's a lot of things that look pretty good to me. I think Vegas is starting to get a bead on people. I think a lot of the lines are pretty good. Kind of tough to guess. But I'm going to look to South Carolina. Vanderbilt's coming in. We got Diego Pavia coming in, an exciting quarterback that has single-handedly turned that whole program around. We got Lenore Sellers on the other side, a potential Heisman contender if their team can pick it up. Now, they haven't looked great up to this point, but I'm looking at one of these games. I'm looking at this game as two scrappy quarterbacks that can do a lot of things. I think this is going to have some, it's nighttime, SEC football. I think this is going to have some like Maction type situations.
Right.
I think there's going to be some wild stuff happening in this game. I don't know. Just the feeling I got that some crazy plays are going to happen, some crazy decisions, some overturns, some controversial, just craziness, madness in this game. I'm looking at this over number of 48.5 because usually when crazy happens, that means there's a lot of points being scored. I'm looking at South Carolina. Lenore Sellers having a little bit of a breakdown, like saying, all right, it's been a little slow, but here's my statement. Okay. I'm starting my run right now. I think he's going to score a lot of points, but I think on the other end, Pavia, the spitting, the mean, the knee-biting quarterback over there, says probably, I would say he is probably one of the greatest sayers of the F word you've ever seen because some people can say it well, some people can't. I think he's going to have a game. Craziness happens. Over 48.5. Vandy at South Carolina.
All right, let's throw it back to studio. Tay Alondra, what you got?
All right, so that was one of the plays that I was looking at, but I do like taking the over in that. That's actually a really good point. I don't hate that play at all. I was going to take them I was going to take Vandy to cover until they moved it to 3.5. I just don't feel like super comfortable doing that. But we talked about this a couple of days ago. The one that I had already been looking at is South Florida at Miami. Miami looks good. South Florida is coming out swinging. They're ranked number 18 right now. The line there is 17.5. So I don't know. South Florida's looking good to me. They've beat two ranked teams. They went at Florida last week and beat them in their home 18-16. Scored 34 on Boise State. So I'm going to take South Florida to cover at plus 17.5 on this one.
All right, I like that pick. Tay, what you got?
We were looking at that one too.
All right, so the Clemson Tigers going to Bobby Dodd, hostile environment, and their offense hasn't looked good really the first two games of the season. But Clemson does have a really good defense, and they're playing the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, a good defense in their own right. I'm going under 51.5, Clemson, Georgia Tech.
Okay.
First the Buccaneers, now the under. Okay, well, yeah, teammates.
All right, so under what? Tay, what'd you say? 51.5. Where you got that at?
Yeah, 51.5. That's a big number for those two teams.
Yep. No, it is. It is for sure. So Clemson at Georgia Tech, under 51.5. All right.
I can see it. I can see that. Okay, I'm coming around to it, Tay.
All right, so far we've got Vandy at South Carolina over 48.5, South Florida plus 17.5 at Miami, Clemson at Georgia Tech under 51.5, and I am going to throw out a massive, massive number. It's the first one that I saw, but it's the one that I feel the best about. Oregon minus 28 on the road against Northwestern, the Wildcats. I know it's a massive number. Oregon just beat Oklahoma State 69-3. They could have literally named their score against Oklahoma State. Northwestern earlier this season got beat by 20 on the road against Tulane. Okay, now they beat Western Illinois, but that's not going to go a long way with me. Okay, so they only scored 3 points against the Green Wave, and Tulane's a very good team, don't get me wrong, but Oregon might be one of the best teams in the country. So give me Oregon minus 28 on the road against Northwestern. It's a big number, I know.
On the road. And he was last week, him and Mike Gundy.
Yeah, Dan Lanning and Gundy.
Yeah, they had some words. There was an emotional situation. You kind of knew that Lanning would probably want to run up that score. So we'll see. Big number.
Let's run the score. Let's run up the score again.
Let's run up the score again. Like, can the Northwestern coach talk some trash to Dan Lanning?
Yeah, could you do that today, please?
Yeah, just say something real dumb.
Yeah, because anytime anybody talks trash to Dan Lanning, that's usually when his best comes out.
Okay, so yeah, Vandy, South Carolina under 48.5, Clemson, Georgia Tech under 51.5, South Florida to cover 17.5 versus Miami. With that cheap ticket price down there.
Yep.
And then Oregon to cover minus 28 versus on the road at Northwestern.
That's 4 touchdowns. I get it.
A push would be good on that one. Still cashes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I feel great about it, honestly. I feel great about these guaranteed victories. And oh yeah, don't get a gambling problem.
Don't do that. All right, before we take our last break and we get to Ask the Bench here on the show to wrap it up on this Football Friday, we're going to go around the room. Let's go to studio first, and let's get Alondra and Tay-Tay's final thoughts on LSU versus Florida.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a lower scoring game. I got LSU winning this one 23-13. That's what I sent to Hunt yesterday when he asked for our score prediction. I think the offense gets going late in this game for LSU. So I think there's some things they need to work out, and I think the defense shuts down DJ Lagway. I fully expect them to do that. So I like LSU 23-13.
Yeah, mine, what I told Hunt was a little different. What I emailed him was, all I know is that it sucks to be a Florida Gator. My score was a little higher than Tay-Tay's. I gave him 31-14 Tigers.
I like those. When Flynn and I realized that we were supposed to write Hunt back.
Thanks for the reminder.
I was going to ask what y'all
Sorry
were
about
laughing.
that.
I was going to ask what y'all were laughing at.
Yeah, ourselves, really. You can't laugh at yourself. And
hey, what score did you send in, Hunt, for the station survey? It's our bad.
Yep.
We'll do that right after this, unless it's already come out. Then we apologize. Final thoughts, LSU, Florida. Hunt, hope you're listening.
Final thoughts, LSU's offense gets back on track. They get in schedule. They eliminate the negative plays, the pre-step penalties, the woes. They figure out, they get their timing back. Nussmeier gets right back in stride. We skipped last week. We don't even look at that. Who cares what happened last week? Nussmeier is a Heisman contender. He is a future first rounder. He's going to come out swinging tomorrow. Throwing it, Aaron Anderson's going to catch for over 100 yards tomorrow. We're going to rush the ball pretty decent. It's respectable.
Yeah.
But our defense is going to fly around. They are going to make DJ Lagway's life hell tomorrow. I think he probably hits a play. I think they blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. I think they are going to take advantage of an aggressive play tomorrow and hit something. They are still talented. Don't let the South Florida loss fool you. I think it is going to be a really well-executed game. But it's Florida LSU. You never know what can happen. But at the end of the day, I think talent takes over. I think the better team, the more well-coached team takes it. LSU's going to win it. It's going to be 34-2. I'm just coming up to the top of my head, guys. I haven't even thought about this. We're going to destroy them. 34-16.
34-16.
Yep. There we go. That's not even an over bet. That's just how I break down football. I watched at least quarter and a half of Florida film from last week.
All right. I think it's going to be a very highly contested game, certainly in the first half. I think this is going to be one of those boxing matches where, you're kind of trying to feel out the other style, and styles make fights and how it's going to play out. But I do think that Florida's offense is going to feel this looking LSU's defense.
Nice.
That's what they're going to be thinking. Oh my gosh, this is scary. This is loud. This is a lot of people, and these defenders here have bad intentions, and they feel like they really want to hurt me right now. And that's what LSU's defense is. And I think over time, throughout the game and the flow of the game, that's exactly what LSU's defense is going to do to Florida. I think LSU's offense finds enough to be able to be victorious. Give me the LSU Tigers 27, the Florida Gators 17, and the Tiger fans will be.
Woo! You better not be doing just that. You better be screaming. Blood curdling.
I don't know what these other buttons do. I know what these. I know what these three do. So,
do the scary one again. If you want the Florida Gators to be seeing that when they're looking at the LSU defense, it starts with the fan base. Listen to Brian Kelly's call to the LSU fans, his demand of us to have some pops, to be ready to roll, intimidate the Florida Gators. Wear your gold out there. It is a gold out game. And guess what? When they come out for pregame, when they're lining up doing calisthenics and saying, right over left, ready, stretch, break, I want them not being able to hear. You scream at them. You show them the real Death Valley tomorrow night. LSU, Florida. Nobody likes them. We hate them. Show out, show early, be there the entire game, and make Florida's life an absolute hell.
I just want to see what this button does.
All right. Hell yeah.
We got one more.
Oh. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing at Florida tomorrow, laughing at them.
Maybe even. Oh, there's your birds.
Oh, yeah, I like birds.
Nah,
I do like that one, though. We can find a place for that bottom right one.
All right, it's dangerous. And I just found out you can actually change the sounds on the board. It's even more dangerous.
What?
But what's really going to be dangerous is LSU's defense as they get after DJ Lagway and the Florida Gators. It's Florida week. We hate you. You don't like us very much. We're better than you. We've been better than you for a very long time. We're talking about over 2 decades now. So I hope this current team, I hope that everybody there has the same dislike for the Florida Gators that we have. I know our fans don't like Florida. Yes, it is a rival. We've played them every year for over 50 years, okay? This is a real deal. It has weirdness. It has cleats being thrown. It has fog. It has 4th downs. It has fake field goals. It has fake punts. It's got a little bit of everything, and this is going to continue tomorrow night, but you owe them for last year. They kept you out of Atlanta. They kept you out of the SEC championship game. They talked a lot of ish all season long because they were victorious against you. They're coming into your stadium. They're coming into your place. You owe them one, and I'm looking forward to Witt and Wes Weeks and Harold Perkins and Hossey and Tamarcus Cooley. No, we got Tamarcus Cooley. I'm hoping Jack Pyburn, though. He played for Florida for like 3 years. You don't think he wants to get after him? Oh, yeah. He absolutely does. Peyton on the other side, guess where he played? Florida State. You know who also hates the Florida Gators? Florida State. He's got double hate for the Florida Gators. Go show them all that hate on Saturday night in the best venue in college football. Show up, stay loud the entire game, and make it a nightmare for the Florida Gators and their jort-wearing ass. All right, we'll close the show out like we do every day. A little Ask the Bench right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. That is the website. Sign up for residential, commercial trash pickup service. Also, roll-off dumpsters. They got 3 different sizes to choose from. If you got a project going on at your home, at your business, and you need their help, just tell them what you got going on. They'll make sure you have the right size dumpster. And if you don't, and you you give them a guess and you underestimate what you have, don't worry. They'll come. They'll empty it. They'll bring it right back to you. Trashrangers.com.
They are the experts in trash removal, trash pickup, whether it's residential, whether it's commercial. They have reliable service across every type of trash. No yearly contracts, great low prices. No hidden fees. They are a local team. They have fast response, and they can customize whatever you need. So no matter the size of your business, no matter the size of your office, the size of how much trash you got at your house, whatever it is, they can help you out. Let them. They are the most reliable and responsible and the best sanitation service in the area. So go check them out today. TrashRangers.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you, our mobile bank.
With the power to rock you, blowing your mind, so you gotta get into 5. What you waiting for? If you want it, 3, 2, 1, let's do it.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. One final segment
You know
here
what that song
on
means.
a Football Friday. What's it mean, Bo?
Game time.
Okay. It does. It's the last song
That
on
is
Friday. Go South. Hopefully everything in your personal life's going okay after doing Lunger this week. Pontoon parlay is plus 1,212
that's
on
easy.
DraftKings.
They're going to just give us that money?
$20 bet pays $262, he said.
Wow.
That's what it's going to be.
It ain't no guess, people. Y'all know. We know ball here at OTB. All of us know ball. Not all of us make great decisions, Taylor, but we know ball.
Oh, my gosh. Ask the bench, have y'all all heard the Will Campbell story, how a fan sent him a toy T-Rex for him to sign since he has short arms? I did see this on the Julian Edelman podcast. He said he did not send it back, and he leaves it in his locker. Just a little motivation.
Okay.
for the T-Rex arms that the fan was implying.
I mean, the T-Rex is known for being probably the greatest predator of all time in the history of the world. So, cool.
Jamie says, what was the Pontoon parlay? I missed it. It was Oregon minus 28. It was Vanderbilt, South Carolina over 48.5. It was South Florida plus 17.5. And Clemson, Georgia Tech under 51.5. That was the Pontoon parlay. Ask the bench, what y'all cooking for the game on Saturday? I'm going to be cooking up these takes on the air.
Yeah. Whew.
You calling the game, Bo?
Cooking up these parlays. No, I'm not cooking.
Are you just roaming to different tailgates and hope Matt Flynn? Matt Flynn, are you?
Well, so I don't like set up a tailgate. You can't just like not have a tailgate and cook. Where am I going to cook?
I don't know. What tailgate are you going to?
I don't know. I'm just going to walk around. So I told you I'm bringing my children. My kids are going and walking around. So they don't. I mean, it's a different type game day situation because of the age that they're at. We don't have our own tailgate. We get there. We don't get there that early. We go enjoy the L Club festivities. We go over to the PMAC and do that whole situation. Watch the band play. They have some food there, some snacks. Gives the kids a little chance to get in some AC action. But they're like, we've done the tailgating with the kids, and all they do is like tug my shirt. Hey, when are we going to the game?
Yeah.
When are we going to the game? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, this is not the game.
Right.
They just don't, they're not there yet. So we go, do a little bit of the PMAC stuff and go to the game.
My kids are older and they're not there yet either, so sorry.
Yeah.
Can't give you that hope.
Yep.
Ask the bench, if you could be any bird in the world, what would it be? I think a pelican. They're like dinosaur-like. You ever seen a pelican just swoop down and into the water and just get a mouthful of fish? It's awesome.
It is a good.
It's like a pterodactyl.
Yep. Sure, their joint health is great because of all the natural omega-3 fish oils they get.
No doubt.
Joint health is incredible.
Yeah, they don't have CTE. Their brain is functioning.
Yeah, I would be certainly a predator, some sort. Taylor said his osprey is one of his favorite animals, which is a great bird. They are a predator. They eat seafood. They get land mammals. They have a balanced diet.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good one.
Right.
Sort of a Spanish red-tailed hawk would be a good one. I'd like that. But certainly a predator. I want to fly high. I want to swoop down and be a meat eater.
Hashtag ask the bench, where do babies come from? Stork.
Yeah, stork. I mean,
speaking of birds.
Hey, if you're going to listen to this show, you got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, come on. Babies come from storks. Duh.
You nerd.
Golly. After we got a little deal that we're doing over at La Cook here coming up at lunchtime, so looking forward to that. But after we get done from that, I'm heading down to New Orleans because it is the U-High Cubs taking on the Rummel Raiders inside of the Louisiana Superdome, because that's what I always call it. I'm just going to stay with that. The Louisiana Superdome. It's on the turf, all right? So Craig Stelz, pal, if you're listening, you bum.
Bud.
The Raiders are going down
You
to the
nerd.
U-High Cubs, all right? That's not just me throwing it out there. That's what it's going to be.
Yep.
All right? So look here, Rummel Raiders, Craig Stelz.
You're going down.
Give me another Rummel Raider. Garrett Wobble go to Rummel?
I think so.
Okay, Garrett Wobble, we're talking to you. Kevin Stelz.
Kevin Stelz.
Now, Kevin, you got a big chest, all right?
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
don't mean
saying.
that. We like you.
You know,
Yeah,
Kevin, you my
don't mess
dog,
with
all
us.
right? My dog, Kevin.
Respect.
All the rest of y'all Rummel Raiders, you're going down, okay?
Yeah, that's right. You're going down. Good luck to them. I hope they crush it.
I actually can't wait to get down. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck to everybody involved.
Bilbo in the chat asked me if I have a bird watching kit. I do not, but there's an app I have on my phone. It's called Merlin Bird HD. You can just put it on. If it listens to a bird in your backyard, it tells you exactly what it is.
And that's how we head to the LSU-Florida weekend.
Go, gang.
We love you.
Kill him.
Off the bench.
Talking about your bird app.
Merlin Bird.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so listen. We're all about supporting Louisiana people and Louisiana businesses. So let me tell you about Campus Federal Credit Union. They've been serving Louisiana since 1934, and they're going to treat you like family, not just another account number. Whether you're looking for a checking account, a car loan, or even a mortgage, Campus Federal has competitive rates and a team that knows this community. You can swing by one of their branches in Baton Rouge, in New Orleans, or Shreveport. Check them out online at campusfederal.org. Campus Federal, Louisiana roots, Louisiana strong.
That's right. Are you ready to bank bank smarter, and keep your money local. They've been serving Louisiana for over 85 years, so why settle for one of these big national bank chains when you can join a credit union that invests back into Baton Rouge and cares about your financial future? So stop by any Campus Federal branch or visit campusfederal.org to see how you can become a member today.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders